Welcome to Pacifica, California, and a night that promises to be full of action, excitement, honor, and prestige. Welcome to the 2018 All-Pro Wrestling Young Lions Cup from the Gold Mine in Pacifica, California. John Roberts alongside Matthew Thiel and Levi Shapiro. Levi, you have competed in the Young Lions Cup in the past. I gotta ask you, what is going through the minds of these 16 competitors waiting to come through the drawbridge tonight?
Well, I can tell you one thing, John Roberts, this cup has definitely blossomed into a nice yearly tournament for all of us here in Northern California. I like to come around and still hand my knowledge off to the young guys coming up. I believe that's something that we should do. And I took a look at all the 16 guys in the back, and they all look determined to prove themselves to go to that next level of professional wrestling. And it's just an honor to be here tonight.
Having wrestled for less than 2 years, what are we going to see from those 16 here tonight?
Only their best. They are going to bring, to use the colloquialism that I hate the most, their A game in this tournament, and they have to, with just the confusion that could begin here with these tag team matches that start in round one alone. I mean, that's enough to it's probably the hardest challenge that these young men have had to face so far.
You bring up a great point, hardest challenge. We'll go over more of the format a little bit later on. Right now, let's kick things off. Let's send it to Josh Medina to welcome in our special guest for the opening ceremonies. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's send it to Josh Medina for the opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're having a bit of technical difficulties here real quick. Please stick with us.
Folks, welcome to Young Lions Cup from the APW. I would like to introduce to you the new alternate pink mink of professional wrestling, Marcus Mack from APW, and I am Sparky Ballard here from Gold Rush. First off, we just want to thank every single one of you guys for coming out here to support the future of professional wrestling. We're super excited to have this collaboration between Gold Rush and All Pro Wrestling to bring to you the future of our business.
I'd like to commend Gold Rush Pro Wrestling for taking up the initiative to continue the legacy that was the APW Young Lions Cup that started in a small garage in Hayward, California. It is so important to see this new, young, fresh blood flow through this West Coast. And tonight, I'm looking forward to see what these 16 competitors have to offer. So without any further ado, let's get them out here right now.
From representing Pro Championship Wrestling, Brandon Humphrey. Representing PC Dub, Enki. Representing the APW Boot Camp, Derek Slade. And representing Pro Wrestling Revolution, Ultra Hashi. Also representing Pro Wrestling Revolution, El Kukui. And representing the Gold Mine, Monster Boy Charlie. Also representing the APW Boot Camp, Dominic Texera. And representing Pro Wrestling Bushido, Ezra in all caps. And representing the Ugly Dojo, Titus Alexander. Also representing the Ugly Dojo, Bronson Bishop. And representing Santino Brothers, Lucas Riley. Also representing Santino Brothers, Alonzo Alvarez. Ladies and gentlemen, representing
Ladies and gentlemen, representing the WCWC, I present to you Eddie Pearl.
Representing Stoner U, Bat Boy. And representing East Bay Pro Wrestling, DJ Fresh. Representing the All Pro Dojo, the world's tallest cruiserweight, D-Rogue. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your 16 competitors for tonight's 2018 Young Lions Cup. Let's give them a round of applause.
And there you see it, gentlemen, the 16 competitors that are going to be competing tonight, starting off in 4 tag team matchups. Each team going to go at it, and the winning team from all those matchups will move on to the semifinals, where those 2 competitors will go one-on-one till we have 4 left, and they will meet in a 4-way elimination matchup in the finals to crown the 2018 Young Lions Cup winner.
You know what, John Roberts, I've heard a lot of these guys around the loop. I've seen a few of them live. A lot of them I'm going to see for the first time tonight, and I'm really excited to see what they have to offer. A lot of different styles are going to go in tonight, a lot of different people with a lot of different personas. Who knows who's going to take the cup?
You're absolutely right. It's a real pick-em in this tournament. You got 16 very hungry, young, competitive talents ready to go. Matthew Thiel, I know you like to play the odds game. Who are you going with tonight?
Oh, my God. I have to go Derek Slade.
Derek Slade?
That's the first name that comes into my head right now, Derek Slade. He's been on such a roll recently, especially here at Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. I think he has everything that it takes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a first-round tag team match with a 15 minutes time limit, scheduled for 1 fall.
And, Marcus Mack here with us tonight.
Your official for this contest, referee Brandon Williams.
How are you, sir? What's up?
Hey. Well, that was nice.
That's friendly. How do you get that?
Introducing first.
Very friendly.
He's trying to get ahead somewhere.
Really?
Well,
Really?
you know.
In any event. And here we go, kicking things off. We appreciate you dealing with our technical difficulties earlier tonight, but here we go. We're starting off our first opening round matchup.
From Portland, Oregon, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is a member of 4 Minutes of Heat, Eddie Pearl.
Levi, why don't you tell us a little bit about Eddie Pearl?
Well, you know, I remember this one time I was on the loop up in the Portland territory, and I seen 4
And
Minutes of
introducing
Heat,
his partner.
and they were rocking, man. They had the band going. They had the whole club rocking. Girls were everywhere. It was a very nice sight for myself, I must say. What about?
Sounds like a great time, great trip.
Well, you know, we had a great match right there in the Portland Sports Arena, and we did what we needed to do.
Representing the world's freshest tag team, from Hayward, California, weighing in at 196 pounds, he is the professional DJ Fresh.
Matthew Thiel, what do you know about DJ Fresh?
DJ Fresh, he's actually from here in the NorCal Bay area, coming from East Bay Pro Wrestling, if I am not mistaken on that fact. Levi, my fact checker?
I think that's a confirmation right there.
All right, 100%. And he is ready to take on the young Lions all across Northern California and even a couple from Southern California to show that East Bay Pro Wrestling might be a destination. If he can prove it tonight.
You're absolutely right. A very tough task ahead of him, though. He and Eddie Pearl are going to be teaming up now, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the opening round features 4 tag team bouts. The team of Eddie Pearl and DJ Fresh, if they are victorious in this opening round tag team bout,
And introducing their opponents.
the next round to face each other one-on-one in the semifinals.
First, from Pico Rivera, California, weighing in at 150 pounds, he is the Gravity Renegade, Lucas Riley.
And gentlemen, tonight Lucas Riley looks to become the second ever competitor to win the Young Lions Cup, graduating from the Santino Brothers Academy down in the Southern California territory.
Indeed, John Roberts, I know the Santino brothers very well. I've seen a lot of their people that they've produced. I've had many rivalries from the classes from years before to the one that just happened with Brody King. Lucas Riley is a young upstart who has a lot of heart, and he's not going to stop until he can't go anymore. I know Matt Thiel's been there by my side for many a years, and he's seen what I've done to little kids like that. But
and his partner.
And you mentioned Brody King. That is the one graduate from Santino Brothers Academy who won the Young Lions Cup tournament, and he did so in this very building just a couple of years ago.
How do you feel about that, Matthew Thiel?
Well, that's fantastic news. I'm excited to see who he's going to be teaming up with.
Well, he's going to be teaming up with a young man who recently relocated from Seattle down here to Oakland, just across the bay from us. And, well, Levi, I know that he's a favorite of yours, so I'll let you talk about him here in a moment.
Indeed, it's the Bad Boys.
From Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 175 pounds, Bat Boy!
I can tell you that he's started and he's wrestled all over. He comes from Detroit, but he's traveled to Seattle and Portland and even down to California, where he resides at the moment. And he's trained by Buddy Wayne. Who's more old school than Buddy Wayne?
And he even spent some time at the
Lucha Britannica. Volcana, my bad.
That's right.
My mistake.
Lucha Volcanica, and now over in Oakland, getting some extra training over at the Stoner U Dojo.
Indeed. And they'll get you to a higher learning point.
Guys, this match is about to start. The Young Lions Cup is about to begin, 2018.
I remember the feeling right here. I remember the feeling of my very first Young Lions Cup and the rush that went over me because I thought that I was going to win it. Because Perry Von Vicious, former winner myself, one of my best friends, he won. And I thought I could do it the next year, and I didn't do it. And so, here I am years later on the commentary booth.
Woo! And this matchup begins our first opening round matchup. And all 16 competitors in this tournament tonight looking to join the ranks, and the likes of Brody King, who we mentioned earlier, last year's winner Chris Bay, who has been on fire lately all across the United States, and of course the man who is the current Ring of Honor television champion and the current PWG heavyweight champion, Jeff Cobb.
That's right. We've got a little bit of wrestling going on right now, John, as you see.
There's lateral press, 1 count only.
Tonight means everything for all 4 of these men. It is the one night of the year in which they can prove that they are the best of the new crop that's coming up through professional wrestling in California.
Indeed. In Northern California, up through the Pacific Northwest. Right now, the two, they're not going to stop until they can go any further.
And we're starting things off with Bat Boy and Eddie Pearl. Bat Boy in the black and green, Eddie Pearl in the leopard print tights. Big shoulder tackle there from Pearl. Nice knockdown.
Absolutely. Eddie Pearl being impressive in the opening moments of this contest so far.
That doesn't stop Bat Boy right there. You see he's going to go for the hip toss. He gets blocked, though.
Nice athleticism on display. Beautiful leapfrog there. Unique drop down attempt there from Eddie Pearl. The sidestep, and this action picking up right away here. Oh, wait, there's a quick roll-up attempt. Bat Boy with the cover, trying to put him away quickly.
The agility on Bat Boy just on full show here in the first round of the first match, first round.
Look at them. I told you, they're not going to stop. They're going to show what they can do, and they want their names to be known.
And look at this, Bat Boy looking for the crucifix pin. Gets it finally over. Referee down, but only a 1 count. And Bat Boy floating all the way over into the submission attempt.
You got to give Eddie Pearl credit right there. He wasn't going to let Bat Boy get that one right away. He made him work for it. He made him work to get him to the ground.
Well, you see that Bat Boy tried to reverse the reversal into another pinning attempt, and Eddie Pearl smartly able to roll out of the way and get to the ropes.
And you saw how quickly Bat Boy and Eddie Pearl went after each other in the opening part of this match. They want to end this tag team match quickly. They want to stay fresh for the second round when they have to face their tag team partner.
Well, there's one thing that I would do, to be honest, Matthew Thiel. I would take it in the psychology of the fact that I know that I'm going to wrestle my partner, so I would try to have him wrestle most of the match and then maybe just get the quick pin at the end. But that's just me. That's just me.
Sound strategy.
Now Lucas Riley making the blind tag. For a second there, I thought Riley was going to be content not even to get into this matchup, which, Levi, that's some pretty smart tactics, right? Yeah,
you can see Lucas Riley right there. He seemed to be dismissive of the Bat Boy. Seems like he wanted to take his own ranks on there. That kind of goes against what I just said. It may, it's a wise strategy. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Ooh, disrespectful shove to the face.
Like I said, look at him. He's probably the smallest guy in the match right now, but he's probably got the biggest ego.
Well, this crowd definitely excited to see two fresh, DJ Fresh, get into this matchup. You just heard them respond. Duck of the clothesline, Fresh, flying clothesline, beautiful takedown. A hook of the leg, trying to put him away, but a 1 count only.
I'm totally engrossed in what's happening here. And Levi, you were talking about forcing yourself in a match with a blind tag, but you also have to remember how many people are watching, how many people are live here, and how many people are watching us, and we'll see the playback of this tournament for years to come.
That's very true, very true. But if you lose, you're out of the tournament.
And look at the athleticism here of Fresh, trying to amplify things and pick up the pace. Beautiful sling blade, a hook of the leg, put him away. No, 2 count only.
He's got to stay on top of Riley right there. He can't let it go, just because he gets a quick one.
Well, he did put together a couple of quick maneuvers to target the head of Riley, and now making the smart tag over to Eddie Pearl, who is pretty fresh there on the apron. Double Irish whip upcoming. Double team maneuver, double back elbow. Finds its mark, and now Pearl with the lateral press and the arm across the face, but only a 2 count.
Such a unique experience for all of the competitors in this tournament because you get to team with someone. You may not see eye to eye. It's completely random, I believe, who comes out as teams in this tournament.
Indeed it is.
You're absolutely right. This was put together by Marcus Mack and Sparky Ballard, the presidents of All Pro Wrestling, Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, respectively.
And to have to put your trust in your partner in the first round and then have to fight them in the second.
Guys, I'd just like to point over the sound tag team maneuvers right now between Eddie Pearl and D Fresh. It's like they're in a cohesive unit right now. It's like they're being okay with each other. Maybe they're gonna have to realize that they're gonna win, but then they're gonna have to wrestle each other.
I was about to ask, how does that come into play later on? Should they pick up the victory in this matchup and advance to the next round? What does that do to the psyche of one another going on to the semifinal? That's something that we're gonna have to deal with all night long.
Well, you never know. Some guys like to get the pin. Some guys like to not. That was big right there. He's got to go for the pin off of that. He can't just let him lay there. That's too cocky.
Well, Lucas Riley showing a lot of that agility and athleticism that we've come to expect from the students of Santino Brothers Academy.
And you're absolutely right. You can even see that Eddie Pearl wasn't even concerned about whether or not his partner was going to be able to kick out.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Why would he want to continue in the tournament?
Well, and a tag made to Bat Boy on the apron, and in comes Bat Boy now going right after DJ Fresh. And Fresh is in trouble here as Riley was able to push him into the corner and make the tag to Bat Boy, who is targeting the chest of Fresh with those knife-edge chops galore.
I'm really liking the intensity of Bat Boy right now. He's got a lot of maneuvers that he can go. He can fly. He can do the ground game.
Snapmare takeover and basement drop kick.
Looks like he can confuse you and come at you from any direction as well.
He's a punk rock guy. He does things the DIY way.
You're absolutely right. Of course, spent his free time over in Oakland working alongside
Punks with Lunch, I believe, right?
Punks with Lunch, trying to help with harm reduction, needle exchange, a lot of great things going on over in Oakland. Bat Boy, a hell of a competitor and a hell of a human being. Riley now making the tag, lateral press, and now that's what you were talking about earlier. It looks like Eddie Pearl might have threw osmosis.
Well, maybe he thought about it. Maybe he thought about it.
5 minutes have elapsed in this first round contest. 5 minutes have elapsed.
He's like, I can't rely on D-Fresh like I can rely on my tag partner's 4 minute of heat. He's usually got Eddie Van Glam right there. He's usually got Ricky Gibson, What's he going to do if D-Fresh loses for him? Then he doesn't advance in this tournament.
You also have to keep in mind that D-Fresh has been in the ring for quite some time at this point in the match. He is beaten down, and he is in desperate need for a tag.
Ooh, Riley with the European uppercut. And Fresh is in trouble here. As you were saying, he needs to make a tag.
He's practically out on his feet, holding on to that top rope for support. He seems to have a little bit of life left in him, though. He's coming off the ropes now with a double clothesline, knocking both men down. This is exactly the opportunity that D-Fresh needed. He needs this moment to recover, to get some breath back in his lungs so he can crawl over and make the tag that he is so desperate for.
He's trying to work to get it. The ref's coming up 6. Let's see if the Fresh has got the tag into the Bat Boy. Grabs it on the block right there. Big forearm.
And look at this. Bat Boy is fired up here. Nice headbutt as well.
He's got that hard noggin of his, Theo, we know a thing about hard noggin or two.
Oh yeah.
I've been a bit hard-headed in my days.
Yeah, you learn though, and that's the value of the experience that we've collected over the last number of years here in wrestling, Levi, and that's exactly what tournaments like this. They've shaped you as a wrestler, just like they're shaping 4 men in this ring as Riley coming.
Oh man, just like Lucas Riley shaped that into a cutter.
And there's a cover, deep cover.
2 count.
Only a 2.
He's getting frustrated now.
You're absolutely right. You can see it on his face.
He's just got to shake it out. He's got to keep his head in the game.
Well, he's going to try to take it somewhere.
He's calling his shot. Sounds like he's looking for that Spanish fly.
Throwing him into his own partner, though. That's a little too close.
Oh, whoa.
He's taking his head off.
That shows the inexperience that some of these young Lions have. And it could come back to bite Lucas Riley here as Fresh is coming in hot, house of fire right now.
D-Fresh getting his energy back. He is not stopping for anything. He's got the roll-up cover now.
Could be. And there it is right there. Fresh and Eddie Pearl can advance to the next round.
Look at that right there. You see Fresh dug deep. He didn't grab the tights or anything.
And everyone in the gold line showing their support.
Ring the bell. Ring it for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are you.
Making sure that we have it. Oh, what? No. Eddie Pearl getting started before their next round match.
That's a smart kid right there.
Well, there you go. And that just goes to show you exactly what we were talking about earlier.
It doesn't matter how well you might have worked
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners. The team of Eddie Pearl and DJ Fresh.
Well, that just goes to show what we were talking about earlier, that with this first round, the way that it plays out going into the semifinals, you're tagging with the person that you potentially could face in the second round in the semifinals.
And that's exactly what we're going to be seeing in this next round match. Coming up after the tournament continues, this was just match 1 of the 4-match opening to this tournament.
You're absolutely right. We've still got 3 more first-round matchups to go, and let's keep it rolling. Let's go on to our next one.
The following contest is a first-round tag team match with a 15-minute time limit scheduled for 1 fall. Your official for this contest, referee Jimmy Mack. Introducing first.
You know, even with the Young Lions Cup tournament, we've got a young Lion ring announcer. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us all night long. We may need to send him to Donovan Troy's finishing school by the time this event is over.
That's very expensive.
I heard it's quite expensive.
I think it's a couple trips to the Palms.
But in any event, here we go. Our second of 4 first-round matchups as we anxiously await the arrival of this young man. No, not that. He's not
so
a young man. That young man.
Derek Slade.
Being accompanied by Mr. Primetime from Santa Cruz, California, weighing in at 208 pounds, he is the total package.
Oh, no. Why are we handing a live mic to MPT?
He asked for it. Are you going to tell MPT no?
Yes. I'm going to tell MPT no.
Hey, man, when I thought he said the total package, I thought that was the one that I had a problem with back in Baltimore.
No, not Baltimore. This one I have 0 problems with whatsoever. I wish I was out there in this corner with him.
It's a live mic, MPT.
All right, that's enough dubstep. What I love about this guy is that I come out here every single month and the camera's always standing down there, and I want to thank you, whoever you are. No, I do. Slade, I want to thank this man. But I just want to tell you guys something. I've been telling you for months. You haven't been listening?
How about you start listening?
I've been telling you guys for months who's going to win this tournament. There's this. There's that. And then there's this. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Lions Cup winner, the Total Package, Derek Slade.
Well, Derek Slade being a...
Hey, you know what, kid? You know what, kid? By any means necessary. I've been out here helping you out, and I know you can win this thing. I know he can win it. I know he can win it. And that's exactly where I'm going. Oh, we got jokes over here. I'll be back out. I'll be back out, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll be back out to present the 2018 Lions Cup.
Again, who gave
Nah,
him
this is
the
a lion
microphone?
and a Lions Cup. You get them, okay? Any means necessary. Ring announcer, here you go. I'll leave you alone.
Well, Derek Slade out here, and you just heard MPT tell him by any
Introducing his tag team partner.
Well, I can tell you one thing, John Roberts. I think I'm going to go see MPT in the back later on. We're going to go out and hit the town.
In any event, you saw Derek Slade come to the ring with that golden horseshoe that he won back at Ingrid B. Lacey at the Reach for the Gold event. Matthew Thiel, you and I were there for that. He pulled down that golden horseshoe, and it guarantees him a title opportunity here in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling in the future.
From Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the world's tallest cruiserweight, the Rogue.
Well, gentlemen, I can tell you what. I saw the weigh scales last night, and when they were weighing everyone in, D-Rug actually weighed in at a fresh 204 3/4 pounds, putting him just under that 205 limit because he is the world's tallest cruiserweight.
Oh,
and their opponents.
That's some expert analysis.
I mean,
from
I
you.
just happened to be standing there, and I
didn't realize you were at the weigh-ins last night.
I wanted
Thiel
everybody
and I
to-
didn't get the memo.
Well, you know, have to be official.
Why didn't we get an invite?
I don't, because Levi Shapiro's invited places that we can never dream of even thinking about being invited.
Nobody wants to hang out with you, John Roberts.
Wow. Wow. You're so mean. What did I ever do to you?
Well, you know, there was that one time.
Where, in Acapulco? Or Rio de Janeiro?
No, we don't talk
In any event, we're moving on. Here we go.
From Fremont, California, weighing in at 237 pounds, he is Hellbound Brendan Humphrey.
Hellbound Brendan Humphrey looking primed and ready to go, and I gotta say, he has got to be one of the tallest competitors involved in this tournament tonight.
Indeed, he's got a lot
And
of
his
charisma.
partner.
And we're seeing the first of two competitors from the Ugly Dojo make their appearance.
From West Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, he is the Mexican freight train, Bronson Bishop.
Bronson Bishop looks like a refrigerator on wheels just walked into the ring.
Hey, man, they don't call him the Mexican freight train for nothing, man. He's run kids over, and he'll do it happily.
Fun fact, in his debut, he had the honor of teaming with Mustafa Saeed,
Oh, very
ECW
nice.
legend.
ECW legend, pro wrestling legend, Mustafa Saeed.
Well, I can tell you one thing, gentlemen. His father right there, J.D. Bishop, is definitely a legend in his own right, and he has the nice tutelage, and he has the upper hand right there alone in this match right there.
Well, when you talk about,
Alone.
if you talk about NorCal wrestling, J.D. Bishop is one of the people that is on the list, as who have provided countless memories of just incredible feats of strength, of endurance for pain, and just imagine those lessons that must have been able to teach his son.
Not only the memories, not only the statures.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
The talent, Matthew. The talent.
Well, and look at the smarts of this young man right there, going right after the head. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
Levi Shapiro, but the action just picking up right away here.
Oh, no, he's tackled my pick.
Nice leapfrog attempt there from Slade, but nothing doing.
No, Bronson telegraphed that one, and again, he's got an idea where he wants to take Slade, and that's to the ground.
And look at this, Bronson going right after the legs, trying to wear down the athletic, spring-like legs of Derek Slade.
He's showing his fundamentals are strong with that. It's classic wrestling hold.
That's right. Like we said, J.D. Bishop is a wrestler in his own right and a legend.
And look at that beautiful transition straight into the crossface, but Slade able to get his feet underneath himself and push himself up, and now going for a front chancery of his own.
That's a testy move right there. Oh, he's trying to wake the bear.
Ooh,
that's very cocky. That's something MPT must have taught him.
That's a bad idea.
Derek Slade has every reason to be cocky coming into this. He has been on fire recently. He made it to the finals of the King of the Gold Mine tournament.
And in comes D-Rogue with the nice big shot to Brandon Humphrey. Follows it up with a few more.
Rocket Humphrey there with the right hand. Now trying to follow it up with a huge clothesline. Nothing doing, though.
Brandon gets out of it at the last second.
Goes downstairs. Big right clubbing blow across the back. Oh, and I think the action is about to up. These two rocket and rolling here. Good Lord, what impact!
Oh, my goodness, right there. These guys are not holding back. They want to do it.
Matthew Thiel, these
D-Rogue and Brandon Humphreys are trying to make a statement here tonight.
You're absolutely right, Thiel. These forearm shots, the way they're laying them in, remind me a lot of Jekyll's the Jester, the trainer over at the All-Pro Dojo.
There he goes. Look at that, wisely ending the contest with a rake to the eyes. You gotta love wonderful strategy like that.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If I was any of the other wrestlers in the back right now, I would have seen that and I would start to get scared because I know that one of these guys is going to be going on in the future.
Rogue trying to fight his way out as Humphreys is back in control right now. Ooh, good Lord. What a shot across the bow.
Man, this is brutal right now. This is heavy.
These guys are knocking the snot out of each other.
Levi Shapiro, I'd hate to see what would happen to your quote-unquote beautiful face if you got in the ring there. It took a few of those forearms.
Oh, I can tell you right now, I would have took some dirty tactics to make sure that I wouldn't be in the ring right now.
Ooh, what a knife-edge chop.
The chop just ricocheting off the walls of the gold mine.
And how about the smack talk as well from Brandon Humphrey there as well. Look for the Irish whip, counter reversal. Here we go, Rogue following it in with a big splash in the corner as the high impact, high intensity of this matchup continues.
There we go. He's giving it up right there. He's a ball of fire.
D-Rogue is giving it all in this match.
If he
doesn't burn himself out.
Exactly. If he was smart right now, he would have rolled Brandon Humphreys up and tried to get the win.
And look at that, Humphrey just trying to desperately fight his way out with a couple of shots, get some separation, finally gets it, and in comes Bronson.
And this is dangerous for D-Rogue right now. He's got Chris Bronson in there driving him down.
What a beautiful vertical shoot play, a hook in the leg, deep cover, stacking him up, but only a 2.
D-Rogue has taken a beating in this match. He's matched it with fire, though. I haven't seen him slow down, stop thinking, try to give up at any point.
No, that's the D-Rogue Nation right there. He was talking to me in the back. He says he will not stop. He wants to be an inspiration, and he wants to win this cup. He is vying for it.
A lot at stake here tonight as you see Humphrey utilizing the ropes there for a illegal choke, and the referee admonishing him for it.
Well, he's got to do what it takes to try to keep D-Rogue down.
But a lot of this tournament is about the sportsmanship throughout it, is it not? I mean, we've seen that over the years.
Well, if I could tell you one thing, right? We've been talking about how D-Rogue's been getting his butt whooped this whole time, right? Where's Derek Slade? He's in the corner. He's not worried about it. He's going to run in. He's going to make sure he doesn't get pinned. But he's just making sure that D-Rogue gets that.
You bring up an excellent point, my friend. Matthew Thiel, as this matchup continues, what is something we need to look for from Brandon Humphrey as he continues to go to work on D-Rogue?
Whatever high-impact maneuver that he has in his repertoire that he likes to end matches, he has been knocking the snot out of D-Rogue, and you know that it's just to weaken him for whatever he has to bring at the very end.
Or maybe what Bronson has to bring as the tag is made, and in comes the big man.
You know, one thing, gentlemen, I always like to point this out as the veteran status that I have right at the
5 minutes
moment.
have elapsed in this first round contest. 5 minutes have elapsed.
Did I not say that? I just said that, right? He's going to make sure that D-Rogue doesn't get the pin. Derek Slade's going to make sure he's protected, and then he's going to tag and he's going to win for himself. I think I'm going to go on right now. Derek Slade's my choice.
Hey,
All
look at
night
that.
long?
All right.
All night. I'm going to cash it in.
Okay.
Final answer.
Great minds think alike. Of course, we make a great team.
Oh, I think it's going to be something that we're going to see in one of our still upcoming last two opening round matchups. This the second of our 4 opening round contests. Slade finally makes the tag as you see Bronson unloading with a big right hand. Oh, and a rake of the eye. Very smart tactics. As much as I disagree with them, it's very effective. And now Bronson, good Lord, what impact on that belly to back. There's a lateral press, deep cover, and look at that Rogue coming in for the aid.
See, he still has the mustard. He still has the fire and the fight to be the winner that he wants to be.
Bronson setting it for the ride. Huge Irish whip upcoming across the ring. Sidewalk slam with impact.
Flattened, and look, he rolled it right into a cover.
You know, you got to give Bronson the upper hand right now. He's the one that's gone for the most pinfalls so far. He's the one that's understanding he needs to drive up high to drive down low to get the 3 count.
Looking for the Irish whip again, but this time Slade sees what's coming. Looking for the back body drop instead. Slade with a couple of kicks now. Looking for the neck breaker
Very
and
nice.
finds it right in the center of the ring. Lateral press, a little disrespectful cover with the arm across the face, but it only leads to a 2 count.
Derek Slade, though, staying on the attack. He doesn't have MPT out here with him, but his influence has been glued on him.
I definitely see mini prime time in the flesh right now.
But look at this. It looks like Brandon Humphrey was applauding the efforts of Slade there, even though Bronson is Humphrey's tag team partner. What's up with that?
Well, I can,
Respect is where respect's due.
and I think it's also that the Brandon Humphreys is from the PCW work farm.
So you'd say there's a little bit of far Northern California respect between Humphrey and Slade?
I think he's jealous. That's a big powerbomb right there, though. As you see, he rolled off. He's not going for the pin.
It looks like Bronson Bishop may have taken more out of himself than
Exactly.
he did with Derek Slade.
Well, you
Exactly.
might want to call it a desperation maneuver, and now both men are down. Both men desperately need to make a tag, and you can see Rogue ready to explode and get back into this matchup. And this crowd comes alive here at Pacifica. Tags are made, and now Humphrey and Rogue, the 2 legal men, and gentlemen, these two have been annihilating each other all evening long in this matchup.
D-Rogue, a little ball of fire right now. He's going in on Brandon Humphreys, giving him all that payback.
You got to think that this match became kind of personal between the two of them with how hard they were coming at each other, and that hasn't slowed down yet. Cannonball right in the corner.
You talked about a ball of fire like a cannonball of fire there, a hook of the leg. Oh, and Bishop able to break things up.
Bronson Bishop at the very last second breaking up that pin.
Without an ounce of care in his body right there, he just flung it straight forward into Brandon Humphreys.
And you see Rogue is fired up, trying to get the red blood cells flowing once again. Comes in with a big right hand. Ooh, he got caught though.
Great
Snatched
catch.
him.
Great catch right there by Brandon Humphreys.
Snatched coming down. That's what I was talking about. High impact maneuver.
Lateral press.
Oh, no, almost.
So close right there. And now you see Humphrey with the trash talk. But he's taking his eye off of Slade. Doesn't realize Slade's in behind him. Ooh!
Boom, baby, boom.
Jesus, damn near decapitating him by driving the heel of his boot into the face, did Slade.
Oh, that heel's going to hurt for Slade tomorrow.
Brandon Humphreys has no idea where he's at. Neither one of these men have no idea where they're at.
And now, wait, where's Slade going? You see him at the bottom of the screen. What is Slade doing? He's
Pulling the partner out of the way.
See,
well, look at this Slade
Guys.
taking a page right out of the playbook of MPT.
Guys, what did I say earlier? He was going to make sure that he
Wait a
was the
minute.
one to make sure that the wind's going to go to that corner.
D-Rogue dropping Humphreys on his right on the back of his head, making sure he's got a tight cover there.
He's got it.
And there it is.
He's got it. That's a three.
And Rogue and Slade advancing.
You got to give it to
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Derek Slade and D-Rogue.
You got to give it to referee Jimmy Mack right there. I always give him a rough time in the back. He made sure the shoulders were down. He didn't want any confusion happening, and he wanted to make sure that the 3 was official.
Absolutely right. Great officiating there from referee Jimmy Mack. What an action-packed matchup. Very, very physical, but moving on to the next round, facing each other one-on-one, Rogue and Slade. Oh, wait a minute. Look at Slade. Look at Slade.
Oh, see? Everyone's trying to get a one-up.
Slade targeting Rogue. Rogue doesn't see him. Ooh, but Rogue moving out of the way. Super kick on the point of the jaw.
Well,
It's going to take a lot to stop D-Rogue.
maybe Derek Slade needed MPT in his corner to maybe talk him out of that move.
Well, a message sent there from D-Rogue as the action rolls on here in Pacifica, California.
Indeed, it's ecstatic out here, isn't it, John Roberts?
Absolutely, it's been one hell of a night. John Roberts alongside.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Levi
before we
Shapiro,
continue, I would like to make a few announcements.
And you know, we try to give this guy a note not to talk when
First
we're
of
talking,
all,
but
we will be having a NorCal Hall of Fame event on December 3rd. So please RSVP on Eventbrite.com.
Oh, good.
Also, if you or anybody that you know have ever dreamed of being a referee, a wrestler,
a great legendary man here in Northern California, a man that the three of us knew very well, talking about the late great Virgil Flynn III. Much respect to Virgil Flynn III.
I don't have too much words to say other than Virgil was a great man, and it's a definitely deserved position in the Hall of Fame.
That's right. That's coming up tomorrow night. It'll be broadcast live right here on youtube.com/Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. That's tomorrow night. But tonight, it's all about the 2018 APW Young Lions Cup Tournament. It's been an action-packed evening so far, and still we have two more great opening round matchups to come, 2 tag team bouts. The next one coming up as soon as we're done with these messages.
Yes, but there's also one very special match that's also happening tonight when the Lady Luck Championship is on the line. It's going to split the second round and third round of the tournament.
You're right, between the semifinal and the finals later on.
I can tell you guys, I've known Lisa Lace for a long time. She's always worked hard around in and around the APW boot camp, even back in Hollywood, in Hayward, back when Roland was alive, getting me a little rocking. But it's what it is, and she's got a chance for the title tonight. It's what she wants.
That's right. That's still to come, but let's keep things going here. The 2018 Young Lions Cup Tournament. Let's get to our next tag team bout. And here comes a demonic force inside the gold mine.
being accompanied by Goldmuller from Hasslock, Germany, weighing in at 83.9 kilos. He is der Schlagschei Schneider, Enki.
The Schloss Nas. I'm not going to butcher it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to try to pronounce it right.
I think they would come right after you.
Although I got to say, now all of a sudden hearing some German, I want some schnitzel and strudel. But in any event,
I'm not going to touch that one with a 50-foot pole.
Enki looking
and his opponent,
ready to go.
And his tag team partner.
Enki, we've seen him in action on the Legends of the Goldmine show over on twitch.tv, and he looks ready to go. And, of course, the wild card at ringside with him tonight is Herr Goldmuller. You see him in the ring right there with that cane. Could that come into play tonight, Matthew Thiel? You know something about a putter coming into play.
There's
very much
no
like a
other
cane.
reason other than having a limp to need to bring a cane to ringside if you don't intend to use it to make sure that your guy goes over. And he wins, or goes over the top. And he wins.
And he goes all the way to the top.
All the way to the top, yes.
Over all the way to the top.
Exactly.
But here you go. You talk about a monstrous force arriving inside the gold mine.
From your worst nightmares, weighing in at 283 pounds, El Cucuy.
El Cucuy, primed and ready to go, a student of the Pro Wrestling Revolution Training Academy down in San Jose. Just made his professional debut, gentlemen, just a few weeks ago at a sold-out show in San Jose, California. Looked absolutely amazing in that bout.
The crazy pairings that we get in the opening rounds of the Young Lions Cup, it's insane.
Guys, I'm scared.
I am too. I believe that both of these men, Enki and El Cucuy, are the things that nightmares are made of. But they are going to have two very game competitors, including this young man.
From Guadalajara, Mexico, weighing in at 123 pounds, he is Ultra Hashi.
Ultra Hashi has been very, very impressive.
Now this is one of the wrestlers that I was most excited to see in the tournament, Ultra Hashi. Right here in the Young Lions Cup.
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot about him, and it's he's got great ring presence, and he looks like he's from outer space. He's out of this world.
I couldn't agree with you more, gentlemen. He is one who promises to excite and delight, but I gotta admit, if you look at Ultra Hashi compared to the two men standing across the ring from him, there is a bit of a size advantage if you look at Enki and Kukui.
Oh, Charlie.
You talk about the things that nightmares are made of. This new side of Charlie.
I've had my problems with
From Pacifica, California, weighing in at 115 pounds, he is Monster Boy Charlie.
You were saying?
I'm just saying, I've had my problems with Charlie in the past, but he looks like he's in a really bad place right now, and I'm a little worried about him.
Well, we all know that he was kidnapped by the creepy show Carnival.
And brainwashed, and now we've seen this new version of Charlie on display, and of course you could see the actions that have unfolded in the lifehood of Charlie on youtube.com/Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, past events that have been broadcast from this very building and from Ingrid B. Lacey Middle School just up the road.
It looks like I just feel bad for Ultra Hashi right now, because he seems like he's in a world of hate, and he seems like such a positive little guy.
Just the dark souls that surround Ultra Hashi right now.
But here's a question. We keep talking about Dark Souls. We talk about Mystic Crystal, people from outer space. Let's talk about the fact that these two gentlemen, Kukui and Ultra Hashi, both students of the Pro Wrestling Revolution Training Academy, both men have been in a ring before as sparring partners. What does that do for one another? Does that give either one of them an advantage going up against each other to start this match off?
Well, John, if you can look at, you see right now in the ring, they're going tit for tat right now with some great lucha libre action. They know each other. They know what they're going to try to do.
Learning under the same trainers only makes you more ready to battle them in the ring. When they found out that they were going to be facing each other in this tag team opening round match, they were probably excited, thinking, I might be able to get through with my breath, with my strength, without a broken bone.
And look at that Ultra Hashi. Some beautiful arm drag takeover, sending Kukui all the way to the outside. Oh, but look at that. Charlie with the blind tag, and Ultra Hashi not happy about it. As you see Kukui taking his time on the outside. And what's going on right here, Levi, between Charlie and Ultra Hashi?
Well, like you said, he gave the blind tag to him, and Ultra Hashi wasn't ready to get out yet. I'm sure he was willing to give Charlie his own chance to shine, but Charlie thought it was his time right there, and then that's karma right there. Look
Charlie
at that.
being sent clear across the ring. Oh, my gosh.
Like that's a whole lot of monster right there. I wouldn't want to step in the ring with him, no matter what, how long he's been wrestling.
Well, the definite size advantage in this tag team bout goes to Enki and Kukui. And speaking of Enki, we are about to see him enter the fray for the first time tonight.
It's another one that's just so hateful. Like deep demonic hating. Why?
Enki firing with a big right hand. I am not one to delve deep into the psyche of Enki. Maybe our good friend Matthew Thiel, the greatest mind of professional wrestling, could give us some astute analysis of the psyche of Enki. As we see a lateral press, a referee down, only leads to a 2 count.
I think that Enki is probably the product mostly of Goldmuller. Whatever time they've spent together in the darkest dungeons and recesses of great castles, learning, training, teaching, I don't know what they do. All I know is that they are two scary individuals.
Yeah. Goldmuller looks to be well dressed. He looks to, wants to hide his face for some reason. Maybe he was burned.
Well, not much is known about Aaron Goldmuller, but I can tell you what is known is that Charlie is taking quite the beating right now at the hands of Kukui, and Ultra Hachi can do nothing but stand across the ring and observe. Just be an innocent bystander in the systematic destruction of Munster Charlie.
The bull just raging on Munster Boy Charlie.
I'm sure he's rethinking his decision right now to follow the creepy carnival, because he used to do pretty well for himself as little cowboy Charlie.
Inky just laying it into Charlie, not giving him a moment.
Looking for the belly to back. Charlie, though, springboard crossbody gets caught. As you see, Charlie likes to take things a little high risk, likes to try and pick up the pace. That's exactly what he's doing here. Confusing Enki there. Beautiful crossbody from the top. but out of desperation seemingly, as Charlie doesn't have the energy to go for the cover.
No, his own momentum took him over.
That's it. That's exactly what happened, you know. All he has to do is crawl over and give him one arm. That's all it takes. Inky could be out. Mueller doesn't look happy about that one.
As both men are down, as the referee up to a count of 4, Enki trying to get his wits about him and make a tag. You see Ultra Hashi ready.
Ultra Hashi ready to get in there, yeah.
Here comes Hashi.
I think Charlie saw the fire in Hashi's eyes right there and thinks that he might be able to take him to the next round.
Look at Hashi taking the fight to 2 larger opponents, not backing down from anyone, and now Charlie again with the blind tag.
That's not a smart move by Charlie right there, I don't think so.
Oh, but look at this Ultra Hashi making lemonade out of lemons. They're helping Charlie out. Double team maneuvers to Enki and Kukui.
Uh-oh, what's going on right here?
Are we going to see more double team action? Hashi and Charlie teaming up. Double super kick on the point of the jaw, damn near concaving the head of Enki.
Monster Boy Charlie.
What's going on right here?
Kukui. Low bridge. Out goes Kukui.
Ultra Hashi sending Kukui right over the top. And Monster Boy and Ultra Hashi both climbing to the top.
Hashi cross body takes down Kukui. Oh, and Enki right in front of us falls into the ropes and knocks
5 minutes have
Charlie off the
elapsed
top
in this
rope.
first round contest. 5 minutes have elapsed.
Wow, gentlemen, there's so much going on around right now with Ultra Hashi El Kukui on the outside. Charlie taking advantage of the ref being distracted.
It's perfect. That's a page out of both your playbooks. A low blow from Charlie, putting Enki right into the drop zone as the Munster Boy goes to the top rope. High Rent District.
Enki's in the middle of the ring.
450, a hook of the leg, deep cover. That's got to do it. Hashi and Munster Boy Charlie advancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Monster Boy Charlie and Ultra Hashi.
Well, teaming up with the Creepy Show Carnival doesn't seem to have taken any speed and ingenuity away from Monster Boy Charlie.
I think he's faking it.
Ultra Hashi and Munster Boy Charlie, 2 very action-packed high flyers, and I'll tell you what, I am now really looking forward to their semifinal matchup when these two are going to meet one-on-one a little later on tonight.
Definitely, they seem like they're the same size. They got everything, and Charlie said, no kid.
Hashi looking to show some respect, but Charlie wants nothing doing of it. As we're getting set for our final of our 4 opening round contests. Gentlemen, it has been action-packed, to say the least. A great thrill ride to kick things off here tonight.
I can only imagine what the rest of the tournament has in store. We already have 3/4 of our second final set and ready to go. We've got 1 match left.
All excellent matches.
And what do you say we keep things moving? Let's get on to the next one. You guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'm always ready.
The following contest is a first round tag team match.
Well, that music could signal the arrival of only one man, a student of this very building, the APW boot camp at the gold mine.
That's right. Who is it, John?
From San Lorenzo, California, weighing in at 184 pounds, Dominic Texera.
And gentlemen, Dominic Texera looks to make history tonight. Should he be victorious, he would be the first graduate of the APW boot camp here in the gold mine to win the APW Young Lions Cup.
Showing a little respect to Levi Shapiro there. I like it.
Oh, what can I say? He's been around. I've definitely seen this kid come into his own as of late. You know, I think he's got some potential. I think if he just kind of, puts a little bit more mustard on the pretzel, if you know what I mean.
Well, and I couldn't agree with you more, Levi. He
and
looks
his
like
partner.
He is ready to explode through that glass ceiling. I gotta believe that tonight could be that opportunity.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 195 pounds, here's Ezra in all caps.
What can you tell me about Ezra in all caps?
He's in all caps.
He's in all caps. How do you feel?
Well, like his name, in all capital letters. He yells in all capital letters, and he comes at you in all capital letters. There's no slow, there's no stop, there's no quit. This is Ezra.
In all caps.
A graduate of the Pro Wrestling Bushido Training Academy down in the Modesto area. And I got to say, when your trainer is none other than Bobby Hart, I do believe you were going to bring some high impact into that ring.
He looks like he's ready
And their
to
opponents.
just knock the tar out of someone.
He looks primed and ready to go. He looks fired up and like his adrenaline is at a fever pitch. But speaking of at a fever pitch, this young man looks like he is ready to explode.
From the wrestling mat, weighing in at 170 pounds, he is the king of wrestling, Alonzo Alvarez.
I have heard so many good things about Alonzo Alvarez from the Santino Brothers Academy in Southern California. He is from the mat. He's the king of wrestling.
And his partner.
Do you understand what he's trying to say with those nicknames so far? Being less than 2 years in wrestling, he's calling himself the king?
That's quite the shot to be calling out there and putting out there for the rest of the world. Let's see if he can back it up tonight. And he's going to have a great tag team partner with him.
From West Sacramento, California, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is the future franchise, Titus Alexander.
Well, guys, another one of J.D. Bishop's sons here in the tournament. Straight out the ugly dojo, and he's handing everything that he has off to his sons. I can tell you that.
Titus Alexander looking like he just came from the gym ready to go.
Quite the athletic specimen standing across the ring from Dominic Texera as the bell sounds. And our final opening round contest officially underway. Gentlemen, I'm going to ask you right off the bat, which team are you going with advancing to the next round?
Well, I don't know if I have a pick quite yet. I have a few favorites. I definitely think Alonzo Alvarez and Titus definitely have a big advantage over these guys because they're wrestlers. They know how to get down on the mat and they know how to grapple.
You're talking about Greco-Roman style amateur mat-based wrestling.
I'm talking about some collegiate stuff, yes. But I have one thing to say about Dominic Texera right now is he's the last of the gold mine. This is his house right now. He has to make sure that he doesn't let these guys come into his house and eliminate him from the tournament that he's been working so hard in these very walls training for.
Matthew Thiel?
It's so hard to pick. Like Levi just explained why this is going to be such a hard match to call and predict. And we haven't even been able to talk about Ezra and what his repertoire, what he's going to bring to this match.
Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, if you will. These four men have been anxiously awaiting all night to get in the ring. They have had to wait the longest. They all got here at the same time as everyone else. Call time, 4 o'clock. They've all been here since 4. These men had to wait the longest to finally get in the ring and actually lock horns. Levi, you're an in-ring competitor. What does that wait time do to you? What does that do to your adrenaline in your body?
Well, I think it could be a plus or a minus. Obviously, these guys are a little new. Some have a little bit more knowledge and experience. But you could leverage that into your field. You wait, you see everybody that goes on, you see what you're against, and then you wait, and then you go out, and you know what the bar is set. So if you want to raise the bar, you're going to go into this last match right now, and you're going to do it.
As you see, Titus Alexander firmly in control right now. Some great grappling on display here between Texera and Alexander. And Texera, he likes to play the quick game, and right now he's letting Alexander control the pace of the matchup. How is that going to benefit Titus Alexander?
Titus Alexander is going to know exactly how Dominic Texera squeezes wiggles and moves to get out of these holds, and that is not only going to help him in the tournament, but any other time that they might face each other.
But this was exactly what I was talking about. Alexander was playing the slow game. Texera trying to amplify things, trying to pick the pace up, and that's exactly what he's doing. And Alexander's letting him. That's not necessarily a good thing, is it, Levi Shapiro?
No, did you see right there? Ezra got the blind tag while he was up on the rope.
Ezra wants to make a statement, make sure that he's the one that might put Alexander away.
Oh, and a very lackadaisical, arrogant cover from Ezra in all caps.
Man, he really puts the all caps thing on there with not even trying to lay one finger on Titus before he goes for that cocky pin.
Oh, Titus Alexander letting him know that he didn't appreciate the disrespect.
I think that had all caps on it.
Well, and a tag made, and in comes Alonzo Alvarez. Oh, look, so we're going to start in the referee's position? Is that what Alonzo Alvarez is trying to do?
He has no problem defending it.
Ooh, nice single leg pick there by Ezra, and I don't think Alvarez appreciated that very much. And I'm a little surprised. The man who calls himself the king of wrestling gets taken out with a quick single leg pick.
He just got picked, yeah. That's pretty deep right there.
Nice duck under go behind. Ooh!
Wow.
Wow, a reverse single leg pick from Ezra.
But you got to think about where Ezra comes from. Who trained Ezra?
Bobby Hart.
Definitely.
Bobby Hart.
He's a very ground specialist in his own right.
And now Ezra on the offensive, driving Alonzo Alvarez into the corner. Ooh, and a little smile there from Alonzo Alvarez. I think he finally just figured out who's standing across the ring from him. Nice duck under go behind. And Alvarez firing in.
Like Alvarez might have been taking it easy on him to begin with. Now he's going to bring it like a wrestling shark.
I think he's turning up his aggression right now. I think Ezra, kind of made him a little upset.
Well, a nice ankle pick there from
There we go.
Alonzo Alvarez hanging on to the front chancery all the way around.
That's
Look
right.
at this.
Gator ride. Then he rolls him, slaps it up.
A little paintbrushing on the back of the head.
That's some wrestling right there.
That's exactly what I was looking forward to seeing from this young man coming into this.
Well, you know where the problem is, right, gentlemen?
He's taking his eye off the ball.
He's taking his eye right off the guy, but for some reason they went for a tag and they didn't get the upper hand on him.
Ooh, nice fireman's carry there from Alvarez into the armbar. Arm takeover. Alvarez
keeping track.
I think he's trying to show us all the suplexes he knows.
Well, the man of 1,000 suplexes, he may be, as time will tell. Nice deep cover, but only a 1 count. Maybe taking too much time jack-jawing with this capacity crowd tonight.
Alonzo Alvarez has a lot of potential right now, but he needs to stick focus on Dominic. He needs to stick to him so they can get the win.
That jawbreaker just rocketing Alvarez's.
And
Ezra coming out of nowhere.
Nice big boot following the tag, and Ezra in control. Snap vertical suplex there from Ezra. And now with the go behind, a hook of the leg, deep cover, but Alvarez gets the shoulder up.
That's the instinct right there of Alonzo Alvarez.
5 minutes have elapsed in this first round contest. 5 minutes have elapsed.
You know when you're a collegiate wrestler, you don't want your back to touch the floor for even a second.
You're absolutely right. I was just about to say, in amateur wrestling, Greco-Roman, collegiate wrestling, your shoulder is on the mat for just a second. That's it. That's a pin.
But then when you talk about pro wrestling, things like that could happen. Titus Alexander getting involved.
Well, I think he just got tired of being pushed around. He was tired of seeing Ezra do whatever he wanted.
Wow, beautiful takeover there by Alonzo Alvarez, and now both men down, Ezra and Alvarez. Alvarez desperately trying to make a tag, gets the tag, and in comes Titus Alexander, who's looking pretty fresh.
Titus, he's the most fresh man in the match. He started it off. Looks like he might be looking to end it with that beautiful drop kick.
Hook of the leg, deep cover, trying to put him away. Only a 2, though.
I think Alonzo Alvarez should be happy he has Titus Alexander right now as one of his partners, because he's just got a whoop. He's got his butt kicked. Now he's over there crying, and the kid might win it for him.
Look for the Irish whip. Nice counter reversal from Ezra. Ooh, did you see the way he rocketed him with that back elbow?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, John Roberts.
And a tag made, and in comes Dominic Texera.
Dominic Texera and Ezra working very well together in this match.
Nice snapmare takeover. And wait a minute.
He's going out for the claw.
Levi Shapiro. Did you have some words with Dominic Texera?
What can I say? He came to me in the back and he asked what he thought he might be able to do.
Oh, and now look at this wrenching at the face.
I do what I can. Like I said before, I'm here to hand my knowledge.
There's a cover, deep cover. 2 count only.
And you could see the shades of the influences that these young wrestlers have had in their training and in their careers so far. Levi Shapiro, obviously, a little bit there with Dominic Texera.
Backbreaker, hook of the leg.
I also know that Boyce LeGrand has been talking to him a little bit as well, getting in his ear a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We don't speak of him.
Look for the Irish whip. Oh, that's right. You and Boyce LeGrand had a little falling out recently. Tag made between Texera and Ezra in all caps.
Oh, he knocks off Alonzo.
And it looks like Ezra running around with the cap locks on. Definitely laying it in here tonight.
Taking Alexander down. Oh, man, right across the spine.
Into the ropes, head full of steam. Double knees to the face. Ezra is rocking and rolling here. trying to put together a great combination, but is it going to be the winning combination? Nice moonsault, a hook of the leg. Could it be? No.
And you don't usually see somebody the stature of Ezra do standing moonsaults like that. You can only imagine how much more impact that might have.
Oh, dude, he definitely went for it, and he got all of it right there. You see? He's got a stick on Titus right there. After that flurry of moves right there, he's got him down to a position where he's vulnerable. He's a vulnerable guy, and Ezra's got to put the all caps for the finish.
But Alexander gets the boot up into the face, and Ezra tries to come back in. Nothing doing, though. Up and over goes Ezra, but he's able to land on his feet, driving the shoulder through.
You know, you can't create too much separation, or else the guy's going to get away, and then he might have an upper hand, you know?
Did you see that flying European uppercut, and Alonso Alvarez trying to reach out and grab a handful of Ezra. And I got to admit, I've seen Ezra in this building before for Legends of the Gold Mine, but he looks to be in absolutely phenomenal shape tonight, the best shape I've seen Ezra in his career.
Ezra going for the kicks one too many times.
A nice roll-up. Titus Alexander, nice momentum shifter, and again with that picture-perfect drop kick.
Second one for good measure. Titus Alexander bringing everything that he has.
That's right. He telegraphed those kicks from Ezra right there. Two beautiful drop kicks, and what's he gonna stamp it with?
Oh! A flying sit-out missile drop kick to the heart of Ezra.
Knocking the taste right out of Ezra's mouth.
That's a stamp right there, baby.
DDT from Texera, but Texera not the legal man.
Texera seeing how devastating that drop kick from Alexander was. He wanted to make sure that this one wasn't going to be over.
Oh, wait a minute, Texera looking to pick up the pace here. Springboard to the apron. Ooh, rolling senton onto the outside. Everyone spilling down to the hard concrete floor.
Dominic Texera's going all out. I told him he didn't need to do anything that wild. You throw the claw on, you'll win. What can I say?
But I got to say, he looks like he is trying to do what you mentioned earlier, represent and bring it home for the gold mine tonight.
Oh, he's going to fight harder than any of the other guys.
And Dominic Texera is not in a position to lose this tournament.
No, not at all. He doesn't want to.
10 minutes have elapsed in this first round contest. 10 minutes have elapsed.
He doesn't want to head his hang in shame as he comes in for class next week.
No, not at all. But here comes Ezra, blind tag in after Dominic Texera doing so much work.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, what is that?
Strike to the face. And now Alexander, lateral press, deep cover, hook of the leg.
see.
And there it is, Titus Alexander. And Dominic Texera took his
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Alonso Alvarez and Titus Alexander.
Texera took his eye off the ball for just a moment and let his pride get in the way, and it cost the match for himself and Ezra, and therefore Alexander and Alonso Alvarez moving on tonight.
Oh, Texera's not happy as he just stormed out to the commentary booth.
Titus Alexander being able to take advantage of the discord between Ezra and Dominic Texera to be able to pick up that win. And now the two of these men, look at them.
John Roberts right there. This might be match of the night.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to this one. But gentlemen, we now know, as you see the sign of disrespect from Alonso Alvarez to Titus Alexander, we know what our 4 semifinal matchups are going to be here later on tonight. And we know we're going to see Eddie Pearl go one-on-one with DJ Fresh along with Derek Slade taking on D-Rogue. Of course, Charlie Munster and Ultra Hashi going to meet one-on-one. And as we just saw, Alonso Alvarez and Titus Alexander still to meet in the semifinals later on tonight.
John Roberts, we got a lot of great matches coming up. All these competitors still very hungry. They're going to work their best to get through these single matches. And who knows who's going to be in the finals.
We never know. Matthew Fial, the semifinals really shaping up well tonight.
I can't wait to see how all 4 of these next matches turn out. The 4-way elimination match to determine it all might stack up to be match of the last half of the year.
You're absolutely right. That is still to come, of course, in the main event. The 4 semifinal singles matchups will determine the 4 combatants in the 4-way elimination final to determine the 2018 APW Young Lions Cup winner. We're going to take a quick break, folks. We're going to step away for a little moment, but when we come back, the 4 semifinal matchups and, of course, that huge Lady Luck title match, special attraction match, still to come when we return to the gold mine for the 2018 All-Pro Wrestling Young Lions Cup tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our first round. We'll be taking a brief. Please
from any of the various performers that are here today. We'll be right back with more action. Stick around. be resuming shortly, so please get in those bathroom breaks and hit the concession stand one more time before we get things started again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking around. We're going to be getting started with our semifinals right now.
All right, wrestling fans, the action continues here tonight. Live from the Gold Mine, John Roberts alongside Levi Shapiro and Matthew Thiel. Gentlemen, it has been an action-packed opening round, and coming up next, the 4 huge semifinal matchups.
That's right. Everyone that had participated in the opening round of this tournament brought everything that they had, and I wonder how much they have left in their tank now that they have to face their tag team partners from the first round, one-on-one.
That's a great dichotomy that shows you what is at stake in this match, in this tournament. You start off in tag team action, then you go to singles matchups. Levi, that's a huge mental game for these competitors.
Well, that's what you're doing. You're dealing with so many different styles, different people, and then you're chopping the block down, and now they get a one-on-one shot. And then after that, you're going right back into a multi-man situation, you know? So you got to think this is the moment where everybody has to shine on their own. Everybody has to put their own little stink on something to show why they're going to be the Young Lion of the Year.
You're absolutely right, and you know, you talked about that huge four-way elimination match still to come later on tonight in the main event to determine the 2018 APW Young Lions Cup winner. But now we have the 4 semifinal matchups. Eddie Pearl and DJ Fresh going one-on-one. We've got Derek Slade and D Rogue in action. Charlie Munster and Ultra Hashi, and of course Alonzo Alvarez taking on Titus Alexander. But we're kicking things off with Eddie Pearl and DJ Fresh. So let's get it down to the ring for our first semifinal matchup.
From Portland, Oregon, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is Eddie Pearl.
Now, gentlemen, Pearl and Fresh in a great tag team match to kick things off tonight, defeating Riley and Batboy and Levi Shapiro. What were you impressed with in that matchup?
I was impressed with a lot of things. Everybody had a little something to offer right there, but the ones that came out ahead were D Fresh and Eddie Pearl.
And his opponent.
Right now, I'm really impressed with the stink and the attitude that Eddie Pearl's got. He doesn't want to quit right now.
Eddie Pearl and D Fresh, I thought, also worked very well together in their tag team match, so I wonder what they have to bring against each other.
Whoa, sorry there.
Well, there we see DJ Fresh making his way to the ring, and right after it, going right after the hot start to this semifinal bout. DJ Fresh wasted no time going right after Eddie Pearl here.
I think Eddie Pearl might have charged DJ Fresh to get it started before the bell.
Oh, Pearl going downstairs right there on that drawbridge. This matchup officially underway. These two doing battle outside the ring. Ooh, that body drop into the squared circle.
My goodness, right there. That's some intuitive knowing where you're at right there. Some ring positioning. Very, very wily veteran move right there from D Fresh.
Very surprising. It's not something you usually see from competitors in the Young Lions Cup. Our veteran maneuvers like that, but DJ Fresh putting on a clinic right now of how to target an opponent and catch them off guard.
And the fans in the gold mine firmly behind D Fresh, sending himself over the top rope to take down Eddie Pearl.
It's like every time that Eddie Pearl gets a moment to realize where he's at, D Fresh is coming right out to him.
And Fresh proven to be too fresh for Eddie Pearl early on in the semifinal matchup.
Well, remember, after they won their tag team match in the first round, Eddie Pearl knocked D Fresh out cold in the middle of the ring, essentially.
Oh! Well, you're right. He did make the semifinal matchup pretty personal before it even began, and Eddie Pearl with a huge super kick there, damn near decapitating Fresh. Lateral press, could it be no?
Eddie Pearl letting Alex Goldstein know he's not happy.
Well, Eddie Pearl, the frustration's starting to mount.
You know, he's got to stay on it. I always say that. You can't let frustration get better of you. You can't let your ego get better of you. You've got to stay on them until the 3 is counted or they submit. He seems not to be impressed with the crowd here at the Gold Mine tonight.
No, not at all. Eddie Pearl in control right now, able to turn the tide of this matchup, and it doesn't seem like he's very impressed by much of anything. Here in Pacifica, beautiful European uppercut there, rocking DJ Fresh.
Eddie Pearl has been able to knock DJ Fresh off of his game as a ball of fire, just coming at him at any direction before. It seems as though Eddie Pearl has found a way to knock him down, knock him out, and take over completely.
A couple of big right hands there from Pearl, and a knife edge chop from Fresh.
Eddie Pearl's definitely in control, but Fresh is definitely getting some energy to come back and mount a comeback right here.
Now Fresh firing in with a couple of big right forearms, rocking the head of Pearl. Looking for that clothesline, but nothing there as Pearl turning the tide once again with a couple of rights, and now some boots to the gut, really stomping away, wearing down DJ Fresh to the corner.
Really got to give it to Eddie Pearl. He really knows how to use strikes as part of his repertoire of moves and what he brings to these matches.
And now utilizing the ropes to choke out Fresh.
Definitely, Eddie Pearl's got a whole train of enthusiasm right now, and he's not holding back. He wants to make sure he gets that win, so he goes on to that final match.
Lateral press, hook of the leg, deep cover, nice cradle as well, but only a 2 count.
You know, that's something I must have learned up there in the WCWC. You know, the grappler's up there, very famous wrestler, very old school, definitely have a lot of history. Levi Shapiro knows his history. I think Eddie Pearl has a little bit of a craft into him.
Well, Eddie Pearl wants to have a little more success than Marcus Malone did last year. Malone, of course, a graduate of the WCWC up north in Portland, Oregon.
It seems as though D-Fresh might have a bit of a home field advantage when it comes to the fans being on his side.
Oh, what a lariat-style clothesline there from Pearl. A hook of the leg, a deep cover, Fresh in danger.
You see, I talk old school right there. You see he went to grapevine the leg. Even though he hooked it, he grapevined the other leg to give him extra insurance to make sure he can get the pin.
But even that was not enough.
That makes that kick out all the more impressive from D-Fresh.
Indeed.
And now with the rear headlock applied in the center of the ring. The frustration on Eddie Pearl, though, you can see it really continuing to mount as this matchup continues, and you gotta hope for his sake that it doesn't come back to bite him as Fresh is starting to fire up. Ooh, that looked a little low. As Pearl fires back again with a big clubbing blow to the head.
Eddie Pearl has found a way to come back on top one more time as he shows the control that he has with those strikes. Again, the European uppercut. But D-Fresh just always coming back with something.
He's too fresh to quit.
Ooh, big Irish whip with authority in the corner there.
You know, I'd recommend going in right now. I'd recommend Eddie Pearl trying to get a win, try to go for a pin. Why is he picking him back up?
Maybe he's not done. Maybe he's got more to show.
Over the Irish whip. Oh, nothing doing there. Into the turnbuckle. Goes Eddie Pearl sternum first.
You know, that's D-Fresh right there, reaching deep down in his gut right there and bringing out some effort.
But then again, the inexperience might be on display when it comes to Eddie Pearl not taking advantage and ending the match when he could have.
Indeed.
Pearl
5 minutes have elapsed in this semifinal contest. 5 minutes have elapsed.
Pearl, a big back elbow right into the heart of Fresh.
I love that right there. That's amazing. Eddie Pearl just throwing his whole body and kipping up. He's got style, man.
He does. He's got style and he's got grace, and Pearl is starting to rock and roll and feel it here.
You know, he's definitely got that old hairstyle. It definitely reminds you of part of the Barr family right there.
Choking the life of D-Fresh out in the middle rope.
Tell you what, Eddie Pearl doesn't seem like he wants to go for the win right now.
Well, like you said, this was the chance for each member of the tournament to shine.
And now Pearl standing tall and talking trash. Big back elbow to the top of the head. And now Fresh in trouble as Pearl is walking tall, in control of the matchup.
Oh, just putting D-Fresh in the corner with a little bit of stank, like Levi Shapiro was saying, right on it.
Well, you know, they say that no one puts Baby in a corner, but it looks like Eddie Pearl puts DJ Fresh in a corner and applies a lot more damage while he's at it.
Well, Pearl incredibly impressive in this one-on-one match. Coming in, flying through the air, but D-Fresh was not home.
And now Fresh back in control of this contest. Such a great even back and forth matchup here. Huge splash in the corner. That shows you just how much this matchup means to these two competitors as they are laying it all on the line. Beautiful sling blade in the center of the ring.
He's got to go for the cover right there, John Roberts. Why is he standing up? Why is he showboating? Why is he picking him up?
Well, DJ Fresh maybe trying to put an exclamation point on this matchup in advance to the finals. Trying to put away Eddie Pearl, but he pays for a beautiful German release.
Look what happened to him right there. Look what happened to him right there. He had him in the palm of his hand, and he decided to showboat and play around instead of going for the pin. That's his fault.
And an incredible German suplex for his efforts. Like I said before, Eddie Pearl has been nothing but impressive in this one-on-one match.
Eddie Pearl laying it all on the line here.
Like I said before, right? It reminded me of the Barr family going up to the top rope. Can we see something familiar here?
There we go. Pearl going up to the high rent district. looking to fly high through the gold mine. Fresh in trouble, but Pearl taking a lot of time, maybe too much time. Nobody home on the huge frog splash. Fresh is up, beautiful execution there.
I love it. I'm upset to see this right now. I was really hoping Eddie Pearl have a better opportunity.
Fresh, rocket and roll. Oh! Beautiful corkscrew elbow through the temple. Stunning Eddie Pearl. Oh my God, what impact. Fresh rolls him over a hook of the leg, and D-Tray Fresh is going to move on to the finals of the Young Lions Cup tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, D-Tray Fresh.
How impressive was that comeback from D-Tray Fresh?
DJ Fresh spiked Eddie Pearl in the center of the mat. Head first, full body. Impressive.
It was definitely a sight to see, man. I can definitely say that I'm not used to seeing such force going down. I don't think I've seen that in quite some time, man, and it's pretty impressive. I got to give the man some credit.
Well, D-Tray Fresh, it looked like the chips were down. It looked like he was out, but he was able to make the comeback, if you will. He was able to come from behind and score a huge pinfall following that spike DDT in the center of the ring, and he advances on to the finals of the 2018 Young Lions Cup tournament. Gentlemen, why don't we find out who's going to meet him in that four-way elimination bout? What do you say we get on to the next semifinal matchup?
Good to me.
Levi Shapiro?
Yeah, I'm just worried about Eddie Pearl. He's crawling back in there.
The following contest is a semi-final match with a 20-minute time limit scheduled for one fall. Yeah. Introducing first,
Levi Shapiro having some fun here tonight.
What can I say? It's a next round contest.
Oh, wait a minute. No, not again.
Yes again.
Not again, not MPT again.
Well, he said he was going to be back out later, and it's later.
Well, I mean, he's got a point because Derek Slade is back out here returning to the second round of the semifinals of the Young Lions Cup tournament.
Being accompanied by Mr. Primetime from Santa Cruz, California, weighing in at 208 pounds.
Oh, no. No, Josh Medina, don't hand him a live microphone again. Did we learn our lesson the first time?
We've got to have a conversation with this kid after the show.
Levi Shapiro, I'm blaming you for this.
I can't do anything. The Primetime had his own transportation of the show. We actually did not ride here together.
What does transportation got to do with the fact that Medina handed him a microphone? I'm still blaming you. You're closer to Medina. You could have prevented this.
I'm going to get in trouble if I do.
Where's this guy at right now, huh? Where is he at right now? Semi-finals. One more. Here's the thing, brother. Here's the thing real quick. I'm going to let you do this tonight, and I'm going to let you do it all by yourself. But you let D-Rogue. What? You let D-Rogue get up on you at the end of that match. I said at any means necessary. Do not listen to what these people have to say because they don't know what they're talking about. This man right here is going to win this tournament. And this man right here is the total package, Derek Slade.
Well, quite the introduction from MPT, Mr. Primetime, for the total package, Derek Slade. And again, by any means necessary, Levi Shapiro.
MPT just oozing charisma
and
right
his
there.
opponent.
And he's trying to ooze some of that right off onto Derek Slade.
But I tell you what, Derek Slade has his work cut out for him tonight in this young man.
From Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the world's tallest cruiserweight, D-Rogue.
D-Rogue, so impressive in his tag team match. That's in round one when he and Brandon Humphreys just knocked the tar out of each other.
Yeah, he's a walking brick house right there, I can tell you that. And he proved that to us in the very first round.
Well, he took quite a beating in that opening matchup, and I wonder how he is faring going into this matchup against Derek Slade, who stayed on the apron for most of the matchup.
John Roberts, look at him. Does he look phased from the first round? He may be hurting a little bit. He may be aching, but that is not going to stop D-Rogue. D-Rogue's going to go all that he can. I say that all night, right? All these guys are going to go as far as possible.
Derek Slade getting some last-minute advice from MPT before coming into this match and starting it off. Coming in with that charging boot, but D-Rogue ducking out of the way.
Ooh, what a forearm shot from Slade.
They call him the world's tallest cruiserweight. They don't just say that for anything. He's quick, and he can move. D-Rogue can move his weight around. He's not afraid.
Nice clubbing blow to the solar plexus there from Slade. Walking tall right now. Ooh, and using the laces of his boot to rake the eyes of D-Rogue. And you got to believe that was a bit of that last-minute advice that he received from MPT. Again, MPT issuing the credo to Slade tonight. Win by any means necessary. And he is proving that he is willing to do just that. Huge forearm shot, though, from D-Rogue, the leader of the Rogue Nation.
My goodness.
D-Rogue catching Derek Slade and has not let up. Knocking Slade right into the corner. And these forearms coming one after another, trying to break the jaw of his opponent.
I'd like MPT to try to tell him how to block that one.
Ooh, clothesline right across the chest.
Jesus. And a drop kick for extra measure right into the chin and chest as well, finding its mark on Slade.
Very smart move right there by Slade, rolling out of the ring, getting out of harm's way.
Rogue now, he's got some sort of high-flying plan in mind.
But he's taking his eye off D-Rogue. I don't know what's going on.
Well, the All-Pro Dojo graduate Rogue taking to the skies with a huge crossbody, taking out Slade at ringside. Both these men looking to etch their name in history tonight by being the first representative from their respective schools to win the Young Lions Cup tournament. A hook of the leg, deep cover, but only a 2 count for D-Rogue.
You know one thing, gentlemen, this tournament's gone on for a few years, and it's finally getting to the point where a completely brand new crop of people are coming in every year, and each of them better than the last almost. A lot of them got a lot of muster and are willing to do anything to get the win, just like Derek Slade was willing to go high up to get that chance.
Well, because the legacy and the legend of this tournament has grown year after year after year, all of these wrestlers know exactly what it's done for the people who have won the Young Lions Cup in the past.
Indeed.
And how it's been a boom in their career. And they're not going to stop at anything to make that happen. Slade now with the cover, but a kick out by D-Rogue.
And of course, when you talk about the lineage of the Young Lions Cup tournament, you're talking about the likes of Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb, the current ROH television champion, PWG heavyweight champion. You're talking about the likes of your good friend, the two of you, Perry Von Vicious, watching all the way out tonight in Boston, Massachusetts from his palatial estate.
Matt, how awesome was that year that you and Perry took that cruise around the world after he won the Young Lions? I was very upset you guys left me at home, I must say.
I apologize. You know, we were still building our friendship at the time. But, of course, now, if it were to happen now, you're with it.
That's right. I'm the captain of that boat.
Absolutely. You and AGP side by side.
So does that mean you guys are having the first ever The All-Stars cruise? Rock and roll rager at sea. Nice takedown there by Slade. I'm not agreeing with the tactics as he had a handful of hair, but very effective and now unloading from that top mount position with the big right hands.
That sleazy walk-off right there. Well, that's the total package, I guess, huh?
Total package. He's a complete specimen in that ring. Derek Slade. My pick to take it all, and he's showing why he has earned my respect so far by dumping D-Rogue right out of the ring.
Well, both of you mentioned at the top of the broadcast that you both were picking Derek Slade to go all the way tonight. Now that we have gotten into the semifinals, I do believe, I think Rogue's got a chance in this matchup to advance to the finals here tonight as Slade goes face first into that steel ring post. Knife edge chop from D-Rogue.
Definitely, John Roberts. The biggest roadblock Derek Slade's going to have in this in this tournament is D-Rogue right here, right now.
Oh, sending Slade head first into the apron of the ring.
D-Rogue following it up, not relenting, staying in control of the matchup.
No slouch right there, John Roberts.
Not allowing Slade to put a lot of distance between them. And now the leader of the Rogue Nation trying to amplify things and pick up the speed, but he got caught.
Slade catches him, sends him right down for his efforts.
And now floats over the hook of the leg, deep cover, trying to put Rogue away, but nothing doing. 2 count only.
A lot of these young guys, John Roberts, they always want to take their aggressions out on the referee. They need to take their aggressions out on their opponent. They take the aggressions out on the opponent, you get the win.
Well, one thing I will say tonight is we have had some great officiating from all the referees in this tournament. They've all been calling it right down the middle all night long. And now you see Slade maybe thinking tombstone pile driver.
He's showing some power right there. You know, he wants to show D-Rogue that he's no slouch.
But talk about speed and out of nowhereness with that super kick, but still not enough to knock down and knock out Derek Slade.
Derek Slade
5
digging
minutes
down
elapsed
deep,
in this
kicking out at
semifinal
the
contest.
very
5
last
minutes
possible
elapsed.
moment.
And he ate some shoe to go down there.
And now Rogue, again, going to go to the high rent district. We saw him do this earlier in the matchup, and it paid off. Will it pay dividends one more time? Oh, what a swanton bomb all the way across the ring, but Slade able to roll away and get towards those ropes. Slade gets the foot on the rope just in time. D-Rogue not realizing his position.
Wise. Derek Slade, unsure if he was going to be able to catch his breath to actually kick out, positioned himself to make sure he could get that leg on the rope to ensure that the pinfall would be stopped.
Definitely. Very shocking to see something like that from young guys, you know, but at the same note,
wait a minute.
You gotta hook both the legs when you're going for a pin.
Well, you gotta watch out for the hands of Slade. A rake of the eyes into the boot, a hook of the leg. Slade puts away D-Rogue with a huge boot to the face, and Slade.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Derek Slade.
So impressive victory against D-Rogue. Kicking him right square in the jaw, putting him down and out.
Well, take nothing away from D-Rogue. He was very impressive, to borrow a word from you, Mr. Thiel. D-Rogue very impressive in that matchup. He gave it all he could, but Slade, by any means necessary, a rake of the eyes, following it up with a huge boot to the face, capitalizing on the momentary distraction, and he is the one, Levi Shapiro, advancing to the finals.
Indeed, you know, I give all efforts out for D-Rogue right there. He put his heart out on the line. He wanted to show that he was the young lion of today, and Derek Slade says, not in my house. This is the gold mine, and I'm here to show you why I'm the perfect package.
Not just the total package, but the perfect package here tonight.
Totally.
Derek Slade. Well, as we advance, gentlemen, here tonight, we've got 2 finalists of the finals of the Young Lions Cup tournament already figured out. Of course, I'm talking about Derek Slade, who we just saw, and DJ Fresh going to move on tonight. But, gentlemen, 2 more semifinal matches still to come.
John Roberts, we still have 2 matches. We still have a very big thing going down with Charlie Munster and Ultra Hashi. That should probably be a very fast-paced match. And then in the final of the 2, we have Alonzo Alvarez and Titus Alexander. Hold for hold, that's going to be some wrestling right there.
That's going to be great. Matthew Thiel, you touched on it earlier, that huge Lady Luck title match, that special attraction match we're going to see later on tonight between the semifinals and the finals.
Yes, Lisa Lace is going to challenge Shotzi Blackheart for the Lady Luck Championship. It's the first time that Shotzi has put the belt on in a little while, so it's going to be a sight to see.
Absolutely. Well, let's not waste any more time. We're ready to go with the third of our 4 semifinal matchups. Let's send it down to the ring for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a semi-final singles match scheduled for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Your official for this contest, referee Steve Chavez. Introducing first.
And here we go. Charlie Munster making his return to the gold mine.
I heard he stole that mask from a store. Like he
From
walked in and
Pacifica,
took it
California,
right out.
weighing in at 115 pounds, he is Monster Boy Charlie.
Didn't have Big B to run distraction or anything. He just walked right in and stole it off the shelf.
Wow. He used to be such a good kid.
And his opponent.
But we all know that the Creepy Show Carnival does have an effect on people. Spend too much time with them, and they draw you right in. And that's exactly what happened to Charlie, even if it wasn't his own choice.
It's that crazy Doc atrocity, I tell you what.
Well, and here comes a young man who looks excited and ready to go.
From Guadalajara, Mexico, weighing in at 123 pounds, Ultra Hashi.
Well, the pride and joy of Guadalajara and the pride and joy of the Pro Wrestling Revolution Training Academy set to do battle here tonight. Ultra Hashi going one-on-one with Charlie Munster. And this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, I am sure, I'm not going out on a limb with this, I am dead to right sure this match is going to be action-packed from the get-go.
I'll tell you what, John Roberts, these two look like they have something to prove right now from two different parts of the wrestling community here in Northern California, and it's going to be a clash of styles.
Well, these are the youngest upstarts that we have in the tournament by age, not by experience. And the fact that they are now facing each other one-on-one in the semifinals, it's incredible for them.
Two great blue chip athletes set to do battle here. And look at that, Ultra Hashi playing some mind games with Charlie Munster.
Seems to be working, John.
Looking like Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
There you go. That's smart. Very smart from Charlie right there, using both of his hands on the one.
Ultra Hashi now rolling through. Wow, look at the dexterity of Ultra Hashi. He's got to be double jointed, right, Theo?
I was just going to say the same thing. I was just going to say that. Dancing.
This must be an interesting experience for both Ultra Hashi and Munster Boy Charlie, because usually they're in the ring with people that are much larger than them, who outweigh them, outmuscle them.
Indeed, you know, most of the time Ultra Hashi probably has to take it to the air to get his opponent. Now he has a chance to really show his good grapple game, his good old school lucha grapple game. A lot of people forget that lucha was based off of really considered great grappling.
And now Hashi, nice fireman's carry takeover there on Charlie. And I'm a little surprised that we're not seeing the pace just picked up right out of the game here. I thought for sure we were going to see these two come out guns a-blazing.
Well, you can hear the appreciation from the Gold Rush fans as they're applauding this hold for hold battle between Ultra Hashi and gosh, what's his name now?
Charlie Munster.
My goodness.
Well, you know, he's gone a lot of ways. He's done a lot of things, man.
And now Hashi
traveling the loop.
Hashi trying to pick apart Charlie here. Ooh, nice takeover into a pinning predicament, but Charlie able to get the shoulders up. And look at Charlie now reversing the tide, going into the arm bar. Really wrenching away at the arm and the shoulder of Ultra Hashi. And you see Charlie trying to keep the pressure on, but Hashi digs that elbow in and is able to reverse it. A very methodic style between these two, going hold for hold thus far, very back and forth, very evenly matched up.
Definitely, Ultra Hashi's very well versed in his ground game right now. He's giving me some good impressions.
What is it going to take, Matthew Thiel, for one of these two to push the other away in what seems to be a very evenly balanced matchup?
The first one to throw a punch is going to have a huge advantage, I guarantee that.
Hey, man, you ain't never talked more to the truth than right there, Matthew Thiel.
Well, look at this, a head scissor attempt now, a tilt-a-whirl head scissor, nice takeover, handspring reversal from Charlie, a sweep of the leg, lateral press, up goes Hashi though, via the kick out, now a sweep of the leg by Charlie, a lateral press of his own, both men looking, drop kick, nothing doing, kipping up, and a stalemate in the center of the ring.
Right there, the crowd loved that one right there. Charlie showing he's no slouch. Ultra Hashi showing he's got that top-level athleticism, and he's ready to go.
Literally going maneuver for maneuver there in the last portion of that battle. And there we go. We're locking up once again right in the middle of the ring. And there we go. This is what I was talking about. The first person to go outside of the chain wrestling is going to get a huge advantage.
There we go.
And now Charlie going after Hashi. Oh, right into the barricade. Right in front of this capacity crowd here in the gold mine. And now Charlie driving Hashi into those guardrails. Good Lord, the way that Hashi's spine reverberated off the steel.
You know, I really like this new Charlie. I think he's got a lot more aggression. It's really doing him a lot better than just being the cowboy kid, you know?
Well, he's definitely seeing a different side of him.
He has to have just picked up so many lessons on brutality from Big B Jekyll's and the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling champion, Sin.
Ooh, nice fisherman suplex with a bridge. Look at that. Damn near perfect from Charlie and a kick out by Ultra Hashi. And now Charlie keeping the pressure. And you see that Levi Shapiro, I feel like you've got to be impressed with the fact that Charlie not allowing Hashi to get too much separation there.
No, it's great. You know, both these guys have been sticking right to where they need to be. They're not letting guys get separated. And if they
wait a minute. Inside cradle. Inside cradle. Could it be? No.
Right what I'm saying. He had him in the clutch right there, and Ultra Hashi found a good way to take an opportunity. That's the thing in collegiate wrestling. You find an open, you go for it. And that's what these two are doing right now.
And now Hashi with a palm strikes a plenty right to the heart of Charlie. Ooh, nice savate kick. And now dropping down to the knee with a savate kick as well. Charlie, discus clothesline. Wow, Theo, what a clothesline.
It doesn't matter what kind of technique Ultra Hashi brings. Covered now by Charlie, kicking out. Charlie always finds a way to knock him down on his head.
Semifinal contest.
You know, I feel like Charlie's reaching into himself, into his inner soul right now, and realizing that he's worked just as hard to get to this chance as anybody else from the gold mine, and he wants to show that he is the star child. He is the one.
I'm sure he wants to prove to the Creepy Show Carnival that they made a right choice in I don't know, indoctrinating him into the group.
Well, I'm sure that wasn't the plan, but I'm sure that they're going to use that in their plans.
Indoctrination, that's a good point, my friend. It seems like Charlie's been drinking a lot of the Kool-Aid lately from the Creepy Show Carnival. And now Charlie still in control of this matchup. Huge forearm shot to the face of Ultra Hashi. Charlie sets up for the ride. Deep Irish whip there as this crowd comes to life in support of Ultra Hashi. Rolling through, looking for the pinfall, but nothing doing. Charlie moves out of the way. Nice European.
Good ring positioning right there by Ultra Hashi. He knew where he was on the ropes and he utilized it.
Snap vertical suplex and hanging on. Looking for a second one. Hashi popping the hips, rolling through. Maybe looking for some three amigos here tonight. But stalling, putting his own pizzazz on that vertical suplex. A hook of the leg, deep cover. Could Hashi do it? No.
Surprisingly, only a two. Those vertical suplexes had so much impact.
Definitely, he looked like he had the upper hand right there, but Charlie kicking out with all his might. Ultra Hashi seems to have the crowd behind him right now. Charlie doesn't seem like he wants to let go, though.
Charlie into the ropes. Ooh, nice fireman's lift there from Ultra Hashi. Charlie in trouble. Ooh, a rake of the eyes. He found the eye hole in the mask. Able to get a little bit of separation for a moment. Looking for the clothesline. Caught. Maybe the kiss of death. Super kick to the face. And now Charlie trying to put away Ultra Hashi.
Ultra Hashi meeting him, though. Stopping momentum of Charlie right in its tracks. But this time Charlie does it himself to Ultra Hashi.
Now Charlie with a head full of steam, but Hashi fires back in with a forearm of his own. These two, again, so evenly matched, so great athletically gifted competitors. German release suplex from Hashi. Rolls to a cover, deep cover, trying to put him away, but not able to.
Guys, what's it going to take for this match to end? It doesn't look like either of these competitors are going to lay down.
This one's going to go all night.
It might.
This tournament might last all until tomorrow.
We just had 18 innings of a World Series game the other week, didn't we?
Well, we already know that DJ Fresh and Derek Slade await the winner of this matchup and our final semifinal matchup in the main event in that huge four-way elimination matchup to crown the 2018 Young Lions Cup winner. Right now, Charlie Munster and Ultra Hashi doing battle here in the gold mine. John Roberts alongside Matthew Thiel and Levi Shapiro with the call. Oh, both competitors thinking headbutt. Both finding their mark. Both clotheslines. Look at these two, so evenly matched, both with very similar playbooks, and they both go to the same maneuver at the same time. Both men down at the same time right now. Levi Shapiro.
I think it's these guys reading each other. They know where they're going to go on the next step, and that's the tenacity to stay right at par. You know, I think it shows a lot about their energy right now.
Charlie Munster, though, he's the man first back to his feet. He threw that mouth guard right at Ultra Hashi.
He has no more care about his mouth anymore. He's going all out.
Well, Charlie's starting to show a lot of signs of frustration. Is that going to pay dividends for him here in this matchup? Tilt a whirl into a head scissor. And now Hashi rolling over Charlie, looking for the submission. No, floating over into the pin predicament. 2, could it be? Yes! Ultra Hashi advancing to the finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Ultra Hashi.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody grab the leg like that on one of those crucifix-style pins, Levi.
Definitely, and that's smart for Ultra Hashi to grab the leg like that because it allows the guy, even if he's going to kick out, he's compacting him. So he's keeping him down no matter what. If he kicks, he's still going to have his shoulders down. Very smart move right there.
One of the most athletically exciting matchups we've seen here in the Gold Mine. What a great semifinal matchup here tonight in the Young Lions Cup tournament. We now know Ultra Hashi will meet Derek Slade and DJ Fresh. But gentlemen, that just leaves us with one semifinal matchup left to go to figure out who our Final Four will be.
And this one might just be one of the highlights of this entire tournament. As we all know that the resume, look at that.
Well, look at this, a sign of respect between Charlie and Ultra Hashi tonight. Respect is not given, it's earned. Levi Shapiro, you got to tip your cap to Charlie. The man competed in his second ever Young Lions Cup tournament. I know you know a thing or two about that, but he came up short once again.
Well, I've been in that exact same boat 2 times exactly. I've been in that boat 2 times.
Many a year ago.
This exact boat that Charlie's in, walking away from this tournament, losing, seeing everyone else rise above. But you know what? I didn't let that hold me down. I kept working hard, and I kept working to get where I want to be today.
But speaking of where he wants to be today, Ultra Hashi wants to be in the finals. He wants to be the Young Lions Cup winner, and he is going on to the finals. And we're going to find out who the 4th competitor is that's joining him right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a semifinal singles match, scheduled for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Your official for this contest, referee Alex Goldstein. Introducing first.
Well, here we go, guys. This is the last of the semifinal matches.
Indeed Arena, my man. Alonzo Alvarez from Santino Brothers.
From the wrestling mat, weighing in at 170 pounds, is Alonzo Alvarez.
Oh, he seems like he wants to get the bear going.
Alonzo Alvarez comes out to the ring with that wrestling medal around his neck. Seems as though he's been a decorated amateur wrestler before coming into the professional scene.
I don't think he's going to give himself the name The King unless he really believes that he's got a lot of potential.
Well, talking about potential, though, Alonzo Alvarez just carries it like a badge.
That could be a bad thing, Matt.
And his opponent.
Could be a bad thing.
But Alonzo Alvarez has a very tough as nails competitor awaiting on the other side of that curtain for him. And there he is, the young man from Sacramento.
From West Sacramento, California, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is the future franchise, Titus Alexander.
The young graduate from the Ugly Dojo, Mr. Thiel, I got to ask you, you were pretty impressed with Titus Alexander in their opening round tag team bout.
Oh, yes, very, very, very much impressed with what Titus Alexander had to bring to the ring. It doesn't seem like the apple falls too far from the tree when it comes to the parentage that Titus Alexander has.
You're absolutely right. Levi Shapiro, you touched on that earlier in that tag team bout, but wait, more on that in a moment. His father, of course, the big ugly J.D. Bishop, who's here in attendance tonight. Beautiful drop kick on the point of the jaw. And look at this, Alexander wasting no time right out of the gate, trying to put away Alonzo Alvarez early. Snapmare takeover. Alvarez in trouble. Big kick to the spine from Alexander.
I love intensity, guys. I love intensity, and I'm super happy that these two are coming out right now, and they're giving them a whole bunch of intensity to make sure that they get their opportunity to win.
Moonsault quick cover does not pay off just yet for Titus Alexander. It's going to take a little bit more than a couple of quick flashy moves to put away the young Alonzo Alvarez. Alvarez following it in there in the corner, sweeping the leg out from underneath Alexander.
Alvarez just ready to pounce at a moment's notice, completely changing the momentum of this match. It seems as though Alexander is able to fight him off, though. He's still got a lot left in that tank, and sends Alvarez flying back to the mat.
After those hard clubs right there, it was the chop that actually got him off the ropes.
Alexander, he might have blown out his knee right there. He might have hurt his calf. And look at this, Alonso Alvarez, like a shark sensing blood in the water, with that dragon screw leg whip, taking down Titus Alexander.
Titus Alexander is in a bad position coming out to that top rope. And again, that's why they call it the high-risk district. That's why it's high-risk maneuvers. You can land just barely wrong, just barely off center, and it can completely wreck your world.
Look at how cocky Alonso Alvarez is right now. He sees that that's his opportunity. Maybe that's his golden ticket into the finals right there.
And now Alvarez targeting that ankle and knee of Titus Alexander, and those legs are such a huge part of the offense of Titus Alexander. We've seen it in the opening round tag team bout, and we saw it at the opening moments of this huge semifinal bout. The legs, a huge part of Titus Alexander's game.
When you can throw a drop kick like Titus Alexander can, you want to keep those legs as strong as possible.
Exactly.
And now look, Alonso Alvarez utilizing anything he can, the ring apron, the steel guardrails at ringside, to do damage to the knee of Titus Alexander. You saw the way the knee buckled when Alexander came off the top rope. There's a cover, deep cover, but only a 2 count.
You know, being very cocky can help you, and it could go against you. Right now, Alonso Alvarez is really feeling himself. He has that Santino strong vibe. He's staying on that knee from Titus. He's going to make sure that Titus can't stand up and hopefully taps him out with submission. Am I wrong?
Well, that seems to be the game plan of Alonso Alvarez, trying to weaken a body part and do some damage to Alexander. But look at this. Look at the heart and fire of this young man. The never say die attitude that you can tell has been instilled in him at the Ugly Dojo.
But the damage has been done to that knee and that ankle of Titus Alexander. It took very little from Alonso Alvarez to take him right back down.
All it takes is a punch. All it takes is a jab. Anything. It just hurts as soon as you touch it, Matt.
And you can see he's just torquing that knee, and Alexander just in so much pain.
A couple of quick heel kicks to the base of the neck. Get some separation there for Alexander. But Alvarez is still the man who's able to get to a vertical base right now. And Titus Alexander is in a world of trouble. He's got to find an opening because Alonso Alvarez is on fire right now. He seems to be unstoppable.
And definitely he's going to go in right there. He went for the back body drop. Titus got him over.
Oh, look at that.
Smart. Very smart.
My God, the ring awareness of this young man. He's wrestling like he's not wrestling like he's been wrestling for less than 2 years, which you have to be in order to be in this tournament. He's wrestling like a 10-year veteran.
Well, what Alonso Alvarez seems to be able to display with ease while he wrestles is the ability to think at the same time.
And look at this, Alvarez so close to putting away Alexander. And look at that.
He lets him get the rope right there.
Ooh, now he's starting to show his age a little bit too cocky, maybe a little too brash, thinking he's got this thing in the bag, and it might cost him inside cradle, but only a 2 count.
A 2 count, but look at that hobbling. Alexander
very nice takedown right there from Titus.
Nice single leg pick. Oh, I don't know about this, Titus. That knee, is it going to be able to hold up as you try to go for a submission? Alexander struggling, though, trying to lock it in. Reverse figure 4. Beautiful execution from Titus Alexander. It took him some time, but he got it. And Alvarez is in trouble.
This is interesting right here, you know.
Oh, but look at this. Alvarez going right after the back of the knee.
I know what you were thinking, Levi. Going with a leg lock submission, having to use your own legs when they're already damaged.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a smart plan, but that was a smart plan right there.
Well, one leg may be down, but the other one isn't. Titus Alexander with the cutter seemingly out of nowhere. And this could be the moment he needs.
Seems as though Titus Alexander
drapes the arm. Could it be? No.
If only he hooked the legs and put all his
5
weight
minutes
on
have
him
elapsed
right
in the
there.
semifinal contest. 5 minutes have
right
elapsed.
You know, he all he had to do, he just laid on him. I understand he's got a lot of energy taken out of him. But if you really put all your weight in DMD, that's all it takes sometimes, John.
Alexander up to his feet with a huge forearm on Alvarez, really rocking him, but you could see Alexander favoring that left knee as he has been for most of this matchup. Fires him with a big chop once again. Another overhand chop this
open
time.
hand palm strike.
Into the ropes, favoring that left leg again.
what a
Alvarez caught
slam.
him. What a suplex. And going right after the leg.
Oh, look at the pain, just the
Oh,
torture
man.
on the face of Titus Alexander.
And Alexander has no choice but to submit. Alexander, no choice but to submit. Alonzo Alvarez picking
Ladies and
up
gentlemen,
the
here
victory
is your winner by submission, Alonzo Alvarez.
Alonzo Alvarez picking up the victory. And my God, did he do it in a very expert way, seemingly targeting a body part, ripping it apart until Alexander had no choice but to submit.
Indeed, guys, I got to tell you, that was a very well fought from Titus Alexander. He gave it all. Alonzo Alvarez seems like he has a little bit of chip on his shoulder off of that one. Let's see if that goes into the finals.
Well, he does, and now the finals are set. We know who it's going to be. We know that young man, Alonzo Alvarez, will meet Ultra Hashi.
Guys, I got to tell you something. I got a phone call right now. I think I got to take this, but I'll be back. Don't worry, okay?
You're taking a phone call?
Yeah, I'll be
We're
right back.
in the middle of a tournament. You're taking a phone call?
It's important. It's a very, very big business decision. I'll be right back.
Well, Levi Shapiro taking a phone call. What?
I'm not sure.
Well, in any event, Matthew Thiel, we now know that the finals are set for the 2018 APW Young Lions Cup tournament.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the last match of the semifinals. We're going to be switching gears real quick to bring to
and Deidre Freshen. Oh no! Who let this man in the building? Why is the Dynamite Division champion Boyce LeGrand with us tonight?
Well, I mean, Levi had to step out, so I guess somebody needs to step in, but that seems to be all right.
You already know who it is. It's the bad boy.
Yeah, the Dynamite Division.
The Dynamite
And
Division
counting.
counting. That's
And
right.
counting.
Yes.
Keep going.
And
counting,
counting.
Because we're still counting.
And counting.
Still
And
counting.
counting. And counting.
So,
And
wait,
counting.
whoa.
And counting. I don't know what just happened.
I don't
to me
know
right
what's
there.
going
I think
on
I got
either.
caught in a weird time warp.
you
In
are-
any
that's
event, Boyce LeGrand, we'll talk to you in just a moment. We do have some bills to pay here. We're talking about the 2018 Young Lions Cup tournament. Actually, let me ask you real quick. What have you thought of the competitors in tonight's tournament?
Man, these are the young generation, man. This is the next generation here that's coming up in pro wrestling, and I like what I see. Derek Slade is really showing me something tonight.
So it seems like you're on the train that Levi Shapiro, who was here a moment ago, you have something to do with that phone call he got?
Well, you talking about the phone call to Levi Shapiro?
Yeah.
He just stepped off to go answer.
Plead the fifth on that one.
Oh, Lord. Well, you seem to be on the same train that Matthew Thiel has been on of going with Derek Slade in this tournament tonight.
Matthew Thiel is a smart man.
Well, thank you. Well, in
Thank
any
you very
event, as I was saying, the finals of the tournament, we know it will be Alonzo Alvarez, Ultra Hashi, Derek Slade, and Deidre Fresh. But right now, we are going to have that special attraction, Lady Luck
title match.
Lady Luck title.
Let's send it down to the ring for this huge title bout.
Your official for this championship contest is referee Jimmy Mack.
And there you see the challenger, Lisa Lace, returning to action recently for the first time since that huge ACL injury. She's been out for quite some time. She's back in action, and she's finally getting her opportunity at the Lady Luck title.
Lisa Lace at our last Gold Rush Pro Wrestling event won a 4-person match in order to earn her right for a championship match of her choosing, and she chose the Lady Luck Championship, forcing Shotzi Blackheart to be here to defend that championship.
You're absolutely right. It's been a minute since we've seen the Lady Luck champion here in the gold mine. She has been defending that title all across the globe, and she returns tonight to the gold mine to defend the title against that young woman, Lisa Lace, who seems to be set and primed, ready to go. But I tell you what, it's about that time. You hear the bell ringing. It's time for the arrival of the Lady Luck champion.
About that time. see what you did there.
The creature from the Black Lagoon has returned. The ballsy badass, the Lady Luck champion, Shotzi Blackheart returns home to the gold mine.
The love for Shotzi Blackheart is obviously on display as the gold mine just erupts at the Lady Luck champion, who seems to be in great shape. She seems to be ready to defend this championship back home here at the gold mine against Lisa Lace.
Erupts in howls of delight at the arrival of the ballsy badass and the return of the Lady Luck champion. It's great to have it back here tonight. It's great to have this huge matchup here, this huge special attraction matchup with us tonight in the gold mine. It's an attraction because it can fill the marquee. Matthew Thiel, it is a huge matchup that can main event anywhere, and tonight we bring it to you live exclusively in the gold mine. Let's send it down to the ring for the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a women's division match with a 30-minute time limit scheduled for one fall, and it is for your Lady Luck Championship. Introducing first the challenger from San Francisco, California. She is the lovely Lisa Lace. And introducing champion, the ballsy badass from the Black Lagoon. She is your Lady Luck champion, Shotzi Blackheart.
Introductions are done. The championship now being displayed to each of the combatants here in this match, knowing that it's real, it's legit, it's not a fake or phony.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. We see that. Just like we see both of these competitors in the ring are in great shape, and I expect to see a good match here.
I expect to see a great match. Everything is on the line for these two women as the Lady Luck Championship is being defended. Your champion Shotzi, taking her time. Telling Lisa Lace, hang on, relax, we'll wrestle this under our own pace.
Well, I will tell you, it has been a while since we have seen Shotzi Blackheart here in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. Like you said, she's been all around the world defending that Lady Luck Championship.
Shotzi quickly crawling over to the ropes in order to break up that leg lock attempt by Lisa Lace, who has been preparing for this match for a couple of weeks. Again, she won a 4-person match to earn the right of a championship match of her choosing. She chose the Lady Luck Championship for tonight, 2018 Young Lions Cup. She wants to make sure that not only are the men on display, but also the women.
That's right. And you asked, why was I out here?
Yes.
I have a very, very special reason for being out here, as I am scouting. These two women here tonight.
You're scouting.
That's right. If you remember a couple months back,
I do.
Here at the gold mine,
you introduced the newest member to your group. What are you guys calling yourselves nowadays?
Well, since the West Side Connection's no longer together, we are definitely coming up with something new, something innovative, and something that will be kind of bad.
But of course, we're talking about Maple Gramps.
Yes, we are.
When she came out, you promised that she was going to be the next Lady Luck champion.
That's right. That's going to add some gold or platinum, however you want to look at it, to the stable of mine.
So let me ask you this. Have you already gotten that match signed for her to face the winner of this title matchup?
You talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. You're not the only one here, but I'm clearly talking to you.
All right. Who gave you permission to talk to me?
Your lawyers? You're sitting here.
No.
I just got a text message from your lawyer and from your representation.
Lisa Lace with a great feat of strength, dropping Shotzi Blackheart clear on her spine. This could be it, John.
Lateral press only leads to a 2 count.
John Roberts, don't talk to me. I'm scouting.
Expert analysis from the Dynamite Division champion, Boyce LeGrand.
Boyce LeGrand, best seat in the house, checking out who might win this championship.
Nice double underhook there from Lisa Lace. Oh, nice roll through on the inside cradle.
Shoulders
Shotzi rolling over, trying to put her down.
Doesn't quite have both shoulders down, but a quick adjustment of the weight there gets Lisa Lace down for a count of 1.
Looking for the clothesline. Lace, though,
Backslide
with the backslide.
now.
Shotzi shoulders to the canvas.
Again, Jimmy Mack doing a fantastic job making sure that both of the shoulders are planted on the mat before even counting.
But look at that, Shotzi Blackheart firing away at Lisa Lace lateral press and a 1 count only. And how about the tenacity of Shotzi Blackheart? She was in a pinning predicament. We were talking about that backslide a moment ago, and she was able to fire away and keep her shoulder off the canvas. Great tenacity.
Shotzi Blackheart full of passion, the ballsy badass. Well deserving of the accolade of Lady Luck Champion. It's going to be quite a feat for Lisa Lace if she's able to topple the champion here and crown herself the new Lady Luck Champion.
Now these two women in the ring right now are very athletic. They're very quick. But you know what? You have yet to see what Maple Gramps can do.
That is yet to be seen right now. It is about the Lady Luck Championship being defended here tonight in the gold mine at the 2018 Young Lions Cup Tournament. Deep cover, hook of the leg by Shotzi Blackheart.
Shotzi wisely pulling Lisa Lace away from the ropes before going for that pinfall attempt, dropping her entire body weight onto the chest and neck of Lisa Lace, trying to take her down and out for good.
Well, and you can see the tenacity of the champion. That is what has allowed her to hold on to that title for as long as she has. Shotzi Blackheart has been a very competitive, very athletic, fighting champion, defending that title all across the globe, all across the United States. And it's great to have her return home to the gold
Lace
mine.
firing back, not stepping down whatsoever.
Neither is the champion. Here comes the challenger once again. And the champion responds in kind.
Just rocketing shots back and forth. Lisa Lace now able to lay a couple of them in there.
Boyce LeGrand, you're a champion. You know what it's like to compete in championship bouts. What do you think of the two competitors, champion and challenger, in this Lady Luck title bout?
Well, I will say that they both have a lot of what I have, a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and something you mentioned earlier, how Shotzi's defending that belt all over the place. Just like myself, always out defending that Dynamite Division Championship.
So close to crowning a new champion there. You saw Lisa Lace with that belly-to-back suplex, almost paying off with championship gold. Nice Irish whip, huge clothesline, takes down the champion. And now the challenger, head full of steam, big elbow into the face.
Lisa Lace not slowing down for anything. Drop kick now. He's trying to put the champion down.
Shotzi looks like she's in a little trouble here.
The challenger with a cover. New champion, no.
Big splash by the lovely Lisa Lace, but not quite enough to knock Shotzi Blackheart down and out completely.
And now Lace. Ooh, but the heel of the boot cracking into the skull of Lisa Lace. Shotzi, very smart maneuver. Up and over goes the champion. The challenger in trouble here. Running forearm in the corner.
Shotzi now coming from the opposite corner now.
Ooh,
running scorpion kick.
That was very innovative.
5 minutes have elapsed in this championship contest. 5 minutes.
That momentum from Shotzi Blackheart going right into the face of Lisa Lace. Blackheart now with just a cannonball right in the corner.
Well, and you hear the howl from the Black Lagoon as the ballsy badass is on a roll.
Literally.
Shotzi Blackheart in control, cover a deep hook of the leg. Could it be? No.
Not quite enough. Lisa Lace able to kick out. She wants the Lady Luck Championship. She is someone that is trying to make a statement here at the Young Lions Cup. Lisa Lace, a young lion herself. If she could beat Shotzi Blackheart and crown herself the Lady Luck Champion, just imagine what it's going to do for her career. Just like whoever wins the Young Lions Cup tournament.
Well, I will tell you this. Whoever wins this match here tonight has got an uphill climb for them when they get in the ring with Maple Gramps. Trust me.
That matchup we'll see down the line. Right now it's about crowning the
Come on, get it right. Get
Lady
it right.
Luck Champion.
Lady Luck Champion.
Here at the Young Lions Cup tournament event.
That's right. Lady Luck Championship on the line here
And
tonight.
we're about to crown a new champion. Lisa Lace about to do it. No.
Only a 2 count.
Will we see another page in the history books etched tonight in favor of Lisa Lace, so close to crowning herself the champion?
when I speak, you don't. Now, as I was saying, if you notice, Lisa Lace, when she made that cover, she didn't have her full body weight over on Shotzi.
Oh!
That's what gave Shotzi the chance to kick out of that.
Well, look at Shotzi rolling out of the way, and Lisa Lace's shoulder goes hard into the steel ring post, and now Shotzi could be finding the moment she needs, trying to put away Lisa Lace here. Positioning Lace just so as Shotzi looks to climb to the high rent district. Blackheart going to the top.
What does Shotzi have in store for Lisa Lace as she comes down?
Oh, wait, nobody home. Lace saw it coming, too much time, rolls out of the way, looking for the clothesline is the champion, the challenger, rolling. Corkscrew, wait, double underhook, double arm DDT, a double arm DDT, could it be? The champion is out, the challenger, looking for the submission.
Shotzi's reeling.
It looks like Lisa Lace has got that crossface firmly applied.
She's got a hook.
Oh, she's tapping out. We've got a new champion. We've got a new champion. Lisa Lace has done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and the new Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Lady Luck Champion, Lisa Lace.
History has been made tonight in the gold mine. We thought we were going to see it in the main event. We didn't have to wait that long. We've got a new Lady Luck champion, Lisa Lace. Her dream has come true. Her redemption story with an emphatic exclamation point.
Well, I will tell you this. You say her dreams come true. Let me tell you something. It's just a nightmare starting because she has somebody in front of her. She has somebody that's coming up and is going to take that title from her. Trust me.
That remains to be seen, but Matthew Thiel, what an impressive victory here tonight for Lisa Lace.
Lisa Lace accomplishing exactly what she set out for as soon as she returned from that knee injury. She came in head first. She earned her right to challenge Shotzi for this championship here at the Young Lions Cup, and she's done it. She has beaten Shotzi. She has made her tap out. There is no question that Lisa Lace is your Lady Luck champion.
Well, you can hear this capacity crowd thanking Shotzi Blackheart for her time as Lady Luck champion. A great championship reign comes to an end here tonight. History made at the 2018 Young Lions Cup tournament. Lisa Lace, the new Lady Luck champion.
And this is going to be a short reign, trust me. I got some good notes. I'm going to take it back. And at the end of the night, we're going to have a new Lady Luck champion, trust me.
Well, that remains to be seen, my friend. We have a new Lady Luck champion right now, but it's time for our huge main event.
Wow, folks,
we've got some maintenance to do here in the ring. We've got to get this ring ready to go for our huge main event here tonight. Of course, the finals of the 2018 Young Lions Cup tournament. We are just moments away. Matthew Thiel, it has been an amazing night. We started with 4 huge opening round tag team matchups. That field of 16 was whittled down to 8.
And now we're down to 4.
Those 4 are going to meet in a 4-way elimination matchup. Those 4 being Alonzo Alvarez, a graduate of the Santino Brothers Academy. Ultra Hashi, representing the Pro Wrestling Revolution Training Academy in San Jose. Derek Slade, the hometown boy, the graduate of the APW boot camp right here in the gold mine. And, of course, Dre Fresh in action in that huge 4-way elimination matchup. Gentlemen, I got to ask you, I already know who you're going with. It's Derek Slade. Derek Slade all night and day for this young man. What about for you? Who are you picking?
Mr. Thiel, we actually agree on something. I'm going with Derek Slade, and let me tell you why. He is from the APW boot camp, the same place that I myself graduated from many moons ago, my friend.
Many moons
indeed.
So,
Derek Slade, that's where my money is tonight.
Well, these two going with Derek Slade. I'm not going to go out on a limb and pick a winner for you here tonight, but I tell you what, these 4 have been ultra impressive all night long, and they are ready to go. They're just waiting to come right through that curtain, and we are ready and excited to crown
I know that you have
champion.
your private dressing room set up in the back. I know that you've got the couch. You've got Lucian Light back there. He's warmed up the popcorn. You are ready for this finals. I don't want to keep you from your private.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you looking
at it. All right, gentlemen. All right, let's
just the ring real quick.
Let's get to the finals of the 2018 Young Lions Cup tournament.
As I was saying, it has been a great night. Wow, holy guacamole, a champion changing hands, but now it is time to get to our main event of the evening. Let's bring on out all of our competitors.
This young man from the Santino Brothers Academy. His night started in a tag team bout where he teamed up with Titus Alexander. The two of them defeated Dominic Texera and Ezra. Then in a hard-fought matchup, Alonzo Alvarez forced Titus Alexander to submit, and that is why Alonzo Alvarez is in the finals.
Alonzo Alvarez showing exactly how dangerous he is in the ring. He took out the knee of Titus Alexander and didn't let up until he tapped out.
Guys, thank you.
Welcome back, Levi Shapiro. It's time for the finals of the 2018 Young Lions Cup tournament.
I just had a very big business offer. I think I'll have to announce that at a later date.
Well, congratulations. But now we await the arrival of the young man that both of you feel is going to go all the way here tonight. The graduate of the APW boot camp here in the gold mine. The man known as the total package, Derek Slade. Not that man right there, MPT. That man right there in the varsity jacket, Derek Slade. His night started tonight teaming up with D-Rogue. They took on the team of Humphrey and Bronson, were victorious, and then in an epic one-on-one confrontation, Slade defeated D-Rogue in the semifinals to move on to the finals.
Now, of the four of these men, though, I really do feel as though Derek Slade has the most experience in these big, important-sized matches. He holds the Golden Horseshoe by winning that ladder match. He's been to the finals of the King of the Gold Mine tournament, and now here he is in the finals of the 2018 Young Lions Cup.
Also, you guys have to remember that he has the height advantage in this match. Ultra Hashi, Alonzo, and D-Fresh, although D-Fresh has a little bit of size advantage, Slade still has the height.
And here comes the young man representing the Pro Wrestling Revolution Training Academy in San Jose. Tonight, he began teaming up with Charlie Munster as they defeated the very game opponents of Enki and El Kukui. Then Ultra Hashi and Charlie Munster tore the house down in what was an instant classic, an athletically gifted contest that saw Ultra Hashi pick up the victory and advance here to the finals of the Young Lions Cup tournament.
Ultra Hashi and Charlie Munster took each other to the limit in the second round, but Ultra Hashi obviously getting the upper hand just at the last moment there and taking it home going into the finals in this four-way elimination match. We've only got one left, and here he is.
The young man representing the East Bay Pro Academy at East Bay Pro Wrestling here in the Bay Area. D-Dre Fresh. His night began in our opening tag team matchup where he teamed with Eddie Pearl as they defeated Riley and Batboy in what was a barn burner of an opening contest. And then Eddie Pearl and D-Dre Fresh, you talk about taking each other to the limit. Pearl seemingly had the match in hand, but Fresh was able to turn the tide at the last moment and pick up a huge victory and a huge pendulum of momentum shifter coming in to the finals of this tournament.
Interesting thing, you say everyone's been taken to the limit tonight, and it's true. You can't doubt that, but all four of these men have been wrestling to their limit all night. What's the limit in this match, John Roberts?
Well, the limit is it's a four-way elimination bout. The last man standing in this matchup will be crowned the 2018 Young Lions Cup winner. Let's not take any more time. Let's send it to the ring for the official introductions for this tournament final.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a fatal four-way elimination match scheduled for one fall with no time limit, and it will determine your 2018 Lions Cup winner. Introducing first from the wrestling mat, weighing in at 170 pounds, he is Alonzo Alvarez. And introducing next from Santa Cruz, California, weighing in at 208 pounds, he is the total package, Derek Slade. And introducing next from Guadalajara, Mexico, weighing in at 123 pounds, he is Ultra Hashi. And finally, from Hayward, California, weighing in at 196 pounds, he is the professional DJ Fresh.
And gentlemen, now that the official introductions are out of the way, it is time to crown the 2018 All Pro Wrestling Young Lions Cup Tournament winner. This four-way elimination bout officially underway here in Pacifica, California. John Roberts alongside Levi Shapiro and Matthew Thiel. Gentlemen, it has been an action-packed evening all night long, and we are finally here for this huge main event.
Another fun fact for you, gentlemen. The very first time the Young Lions Cup was handed out, it was in a fatal four-way elimination match. And remember the hidden gem, Matt Carlos, he won that thing.
Indeed. Absolutely right, and that is why the finals of this tournament are now competed in such a manner, and it is great to honor the heritage and legacy of this great tournament. Of course, that has been won, as we mentioned earlier, by the likes of Brody King, who has been seen all over the world over the last couple of years. The likes of Jeff Cobb, Mr. Athletic, the man who currently holds the Ring of Honor television title and the PWG World Heavyweight title.
Matt Carlos, Corvus, Perry Von Vicious. Those are also three winners. There's three winners, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. There's lateral press. And you see Slade going after DJ Fresh on the outside.
Now, there are no tags in this. It's all four men going at it. No tags.
All at once. But it is an
that's what I was going for.
But it's an elimination bout. And if you remember last year's finals, what a barn burner for sure it was in that four-way elimination bout to crown the 2017 Young Lions Cup winner. And that was Chris Bay, who tweeted out earlier today his excitement for this tournament. He's excited to see who's going to win this tournament here tonight in Pacifica, California. Ultra Hashi going to war with Alonzo Alvarez inside the ring. Meanwhile, outside, DJ Fresh and Slade going at it as you see Ultra Hashi taking it back to Alonzo Alvarez here.
You know, it's nice to see Ultra Hashi and Alonzo Alvarez get in touch with each other. It's two different lucha styles coming in force. We've got Santino Brothers in Southern California and Pro Wrestling Revolution up here in Northern California. Two very well-trained lucha styles. And you're seeing it mix up right here.
Wait a minute. Fresh looking for the big splash in the corner, but Slade moving out of the way. Meanwhile, in the ring, Alvarez trying to get his wits about him and roll out of the way, using the ropes for leverage. Oh, and wait a minute. Hashi dumped to the outside unceremoniously right in front of our broadcast position.
Alonzo Alvarez made sure that he didn't make that a clean toss out either. He threw Ultra Hashi into the ropes first.
Oh, and into the barricade now.
Oh, wait, there's a cover inside the ring. Referee Alex Goldstein in perfect position for it there.
Switched it up now. Here we've got Ultra Hashi and Alvarez on the outside, Derek Slade and D Fresh on the inside, and they've been beating the snot out of each other for the last 3 minutes.
That's right. They're throwing heavy hands in there, Matt. They want to win.
Slade set up for the ride and holding on. Beautiful execution there from Slade. Great veteran know-how. This young man was told earlier tonight by his mentor, MPT Win, by any means necessary, and that is exactly the game plan he has executed all night long. Will it pay off for him tonight as becoming the Young Lions Cup winner?
We've seen how dangerous.
Oh, guys, look what's going on right here. It seems like Ultra Hashi was trying to pull down the straps and give Alonzo a back chop right there, a la Oliver John.
A great competitor in the Northern California area. Former Pro Wrestling Revolution heavyweight champion Oliver John, former APW Universal heavyweight champion. In any event tonight, it's about these four young lions competing in this tournament final. Fresh sent Slade for the ride with some extra authority and a big splash in the corner as well. Follows it up with a snapmare takeover.
D Fresh may be the freshest person in this match. Not only was he the first match of the night, but he was also the first match of the second round, which means he's had the longest time of all four of these men to recover.
And you can definitely see it in the ring there, Matt.
You bring up a great point, gentlemen, that DJ Fresh should be in excellent condition right now, but Alonzo Alvarez, who has had the least amount of time to rest following his semifinal matchup he seems to be faring the best thus far.
Alonso Alvarez, though, also coming off of that match recently, might still have a lot of that adrenaline from this first match still pumping.
Right there, you see that big European uppercut laid out. Ultrahashi, ooh, just deadlifting the body of Ultrahashi right there.
Excellent maneuver there from Alvarez, deep covered. And a 2 count only. Will Alvarez etch his name in gold as being the second graduate from Santino Brothers Academy to claim the title of Young Lions Cup winner here in 2018.
Well, even though it seems like Ultrahashi is not from this planet, gravity doesn't seem to affect him as much as it affects anybody else. He's still in a very dangerous position, being one-on-one in there with him. Oh, that's exactly what I was talking about. Ultrahashi eliminated. He's out of here because he found himself alone.
Ultrahashi has been eliminated.
Guys, I'm shocked. I'm not going to lie. I thought Ultrahashi might have won this. He looked like he had a lot of
There are
promise.
3 competitors left in this
Alonso Alvarez
contest.
to eliminate him right now. That's a very big crutch on Alonso Alvarez right now.
My God, what a German suplex with a bridge. And now the disrespect from Alonso Alvarez, but Alvarez better be careful. He doesn't see Fresh right behind him. DJ Fresh downstairs, hooks the arm, hooks the head. Fresh, vertical suplex, center of the ring.
Very nice suplex from Fresh. Is it enough?
Oh, it's over. Deep cover, hook of the leg. Alvarez in trouble. No.
D-Fresh has definitely earned the respect of the fans here in the gold mine. They're just chanting D-Fresh at him.
And Fresh.
You know, I got to give more nods to Derek Slade right here. He's on the outside right here in front of us, and he seems to be playing possum. Seems to be acting hurt.
Relaxing.
Exactly.
This is exactly the strategy that I knew Slade was going to employ in this, which is why he's my pick to win the whole thing.
Well, you know, he's doing it smart. He's letting the two beat the crap out of each other. He's just going to roll in on the last guy and get the win.
We've seen how much work Alonso Alvarez has put into this match so far.
And we saw that earlier tonight. Earlier tonight. Could Fresh put him away here? Fresh eliminating Alonso Alvarez, spiking Alvarez in the center of the ring.
Alonso Alvarez has been eliminated.
To get
There are
eliminated
2
by
competitors
D-Fresh.
left in this
We've got
contest.
a representative of East Bay Pro. We got a representative of right here, Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, NorCal.
We are going to see history made here tonight for the first time ever. Either a student of the Gold Mine or of East Bay Pro Academy will be crowned as the Young Lions Cup tournament winner. Who's it going to be? It's down to Derek Slade and DJ Fresh.
Indeed. Oh, and Derek Slade does not seem to be in a good position.
Sit out powerbomb. Fresh could do it here. Slade gets the shoulder up.
Slade had to reach down deep for that kick out right there. You had Too Fresh. He had his feet on his shoulders. He didn't think he was going to kick out from that big power bomb.
Slade with a rake of the eyes.
By any means necessary, gentlemen.
We have seen the devastating kicks by Derek Slade. We've also seen that eye rake come into play several times throughout this tournament. Derek Slade knows exactly where to place it to make sure that he could turn the momentum at a moment's notice.
Slade walking the tightrope. Gonna try and put Fresh. What a beautiful blockbuster there.
Well, I pulled that one out. I don't think I've seen that from Derek Slade before.
Hook of the leg, deep cover. You could see he thought he had it. The cup won. You could see the look in his eyes, but Fresh able to get the shoulder up.
I got to tell you guys, you know, this is the time that you're going to see stuff like that. This is the time where you think guys are going to go out of their element. They're going to try newer and bigger things to get an advantage, to get the win. This is a prestigious thing. It's a prestigious cup, and for either of these gentlemen to have it will bring great honor to their schools.
And now Fresh in the drop zone. Slade looking to take flight. Oh, huge back senton. Misses, crashing and burning. Goes Slade. And now Fresh going to try and pick the bones. Spike DDT in the center of the ring.
Oh, is he going to capitalize off of that right there?
He's going to try to. Fresh looking to go too Fresh. Driving the arm in. A hook of the leg. Deep cover. We're going to crown a champion now.
Only 2 count. Derek Slade. I don't know how he found the strength to kick out of that one.
I don't know. If he doesn't do something quick, he's going to have Too Fresh taking a fresh advantage on him.
Nice chin breaker there. Fresh. Ooh, with the low bridge. And out goes Slade. And he goes chest first into the ring barricade.
Good thing he was able to catch himself on his feet right there, but he seems to be discombobulated.
D-Fresh seems to be feeling it, going over the top and meeting Derek Slade.
Driving the elbow into the head of Slade. Fresh in control right now.
He's willing to do anything that he needs to do to win the Young Lions Cup. He's willing to throw his body without care. He's willing to do whatever.
Now we've talked a lot about the impact that MPT has had on Derek Slade coming through, but D-Fresh has trained under Anton Voorhees.
Indeed,
who flies through the air like nobody else.
Downstairs goes Fresh. He's trying to end it there. Slade tries to end it with that huge kick. Fresh looking for the clothesline. Nobody home. Here comes Slade. There it is.
He's got it with the kick.
The face. Big kick to the face. A hook in the leg. Slade's going to do it. Slade's going to do it. He's done it. Derek Slade is the 2018 Young Lions Cup winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and your 2018 Young Lions Cup Tournament winner, Derek Slade.
Gentlemen, Derek Slade outlasts 15 other competitors tonight to become the Young Lions Cup winner and to become the first ever graduate of the APW boot camp at the Gold Mine to do so. Matthew Thiel, what an impressive night for this young man.
I am so pleased to see that Derek Slade was the one that was able to stand tall above them all and take the Young Lions Cup trophy back home to APW boot camp, where it all began, where it all originated.
Where all you need is a dream.
The 2018 Young Lions Cup winner.
God.
Seems like somebody set up MPT right here.
You did this, John.
Total package. Derek Slade.
By any means necessary tonight.
Let's play that
hero. Derek Slade has survived and outlasted 15 other competitors to become
Got the music, huh?
We're going to hear from him.
Oh, he's got some words.
Real quick. You see, despite each and every one of you people booing me night in and night out, Slade is your 2018 Young Lions winner. And I ain't going anywhere. I'm just getting started. How do you like me now?
Well, strong words from Derek Slade, the winner of the Young Lions Cup tournament.
I am impressed.
I only wish I could call the tournament like I did when I was in it. I only wish that I could say that I was going to win, and then I won. Wouldn't that be
You've won
great?
in my heart.
I've won in many hearts.
Well, it's been an action-packed evening. We started with 16, and now we are down to 1. Derek Slade, the winner of the Young Lions Cup tournament. Gentlemen, it has been an honor to call this action with you here tonight. What a great night of action it's been, Matthew Thiel.
Top notch. It was one of the best nights that I have had the pleasure of calling commentary on so far in my career. There is, not only for Derek Slade is he going to soar to the top, but everybody who participated in the tournament tonight has only up to go from here.
I got to say, it's always nice to be able to come back here on the yearly, sit down at the commentary booth. I did it one time when I had a broken arm. I thought I did not too bad, so I appreciate you guys for allowing me back here every year to disperse my knowledge upon the APW and Gold Mine faithful.
Well, it's been an amazing night. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. For Levi Shapiro, for Matthew Thiel, I'm John Roberts. For everyone here at All Pro Wrestling and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, thank you for joining us for the 2018 Young Lions Cup Tournament. Be sure to join us tomorrow night right here on youtube.com/Gold Rush Pro Wrestling for the 2018 NorCal Hall of Fame ceremony as we induct the human cannonball, Virgil Flynn III. Good night from Pacifica.
Yeah.